What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you?
From Universal Studios Hollywood.
Yes. Yes. Without a co-host, I can use the soundboard. No one to echo.
Yes. Have you ever been wrong? I was like, no.
Obviously.
Oh, I'll bet you would.
Good night and good luck.
Oh, I got to get more use out of that one. Oh, a crowd favorite?
Got your data, dumbass.
Yes.
I don't like Elon Musk. I'm going to say it 50,000 times.
I love Tesla. Not particularly.
Kicking bleep mother froggers.
Yeah.
Including Scorpio Patriot.
Could do this for literally an hour.
Ah, chef's kiss. I'm gonna need you to be drug tested.
All them black people getting the jobs that we white people used to have.
Oh, out of context, Bernie.
That throbbing feeling every once in a while. Get that throbbing feeling.
Oof. Blah, blah, blah. Gross.
Big leftist.
He'd come, maybe he wouldn't even come. I think maybe it wouldn't even come. You'd save your time.
I think this is the Tim section.
Well, fuck the hell off.
Oh, after not clicking that for like 2 weeks, it hits brand new. Oh shit. That's so funny.
Is defending Cankles, McTaco Tits, and owning the libs. That's their.
I'm not a dictator.
Well,
Why?
all right, let's see. Let's go. What up, chat? Christy. Oh, where's my air horns? Back to the air horns. Billy. Ordinary, binary, urinary, plenary. Muttley. Russell. P.I. We shall see. Habit. Diz. Yeah, put him in the sin bin. Ooh. The OnlyFans for the bin podcast. Click on the sin bin. Where we just do this show with our chests out. Who would pay for that? Ugh. We would owe money. Yeah, you don't want zero problems, big fella.
You don't want zero problems, big fella.
That's why I should play every time he barks, but I would just be playing that the entire time. I don't know if I missed anyone. Yes. Yes. Because oh boy, it's all coming apart, ain't it? It's all coming apart. If only someone could have predicted this.
I love Tesla.
Ali. That's like rough count 14 air horns. I got you. Hold on. Got you. Don't worry about it. For fuck's sake, Israel has broken the terms of ceasefire. They've killed 6 Palestinians this morning and reduced the number of aid convoys allowed by half with a ban on fuel and gas. This is why I didn't want to get happy. You know what I mean? It's Oh my God. Full-time gamer, part-time human. Oof. No. Well, not only is it not his doing, but it doesn't mean anything. They're not going to keep to this. They don't have to. Like, Trump is their enforcement mechanism. Hey, it's all good. I'm trying to fix my camera. I'm going to zoom it in a little bit. Get a little bit closer. Why is Spotify open? Can't see how big I am. There we go. Move this over here. And then zoom. There we go. Autofocus off. God. That autofocus loves to just annoy me. Like one cat hair will be floating through the space between me and the camera. It's like, oh, I'll focus on that then. Like, why? I'm a large, dark object in front of you. It should be fairly easy to stay focused on. Fairly easy. Oh no, it's happened.
I made it.
Oh, our worst fears are confirmed. Goodbye, soundboard. Wait, one more for the road.
Fuck the hell off.
The soundboard?
The premise of your question is inaccurate.
What a great attitude.
If you don't like it, there's.
And it can only good happen. He broke my ass.
I'm mad
as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Okay. Hi, Tim.
Hi, it's me. I'm here.
A wild Tim has appeared.
Sorry, Zeus needed to go to the vet or whatever to get his shots. I don't know what's up with that, but he can't drive himself apparently.
Well, after the DUIs, yeah, he's not allowed.
He's been pulled over one too many times. They had to take away his license.
Oof.
So what's going on?
Oh, just welcoming the chat. We were going through the soundboard.
Oh, I see.
Some of the classics.
Didn't you fix the soundboard issue for yourself? No. I thought you did.
What do you mean?
The other day, yesterday, I think, you were using the soundboard without the second screen.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Nope.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying.
Don't lie to me.
You're just ignorant of the facts.
Listen,
why don't you check your facts, sir?
Listen, don't fucking...
what is it? Ranking member, Senator Durbin.
I would like to reclaim my time. I would like to reclaim my time. Chairman, I'm reclaiming my time.
Yeah, dude, I'm all of my arguments from now on, 1/2 Bondi, 1/2 Patel. We will get nowhere. And they will get frustrated and go away.
I'm sorry, I'm asking the question. You're the witness. I'm the senator. You shut the hell up.
Well, how about I ask you a question?
No.
Why don't you love Connecticut? Why don't you love Connecticut as much as you love Haiti?
This is my committee, and you're the witness. You shut the hell up.
If you love this committee, you would love Trump.
I really wish that the senators would be like, just shut the hell up. It's my turn to speak, not yours.
Don't say anything else.
Oh, don't fucking say anything unless I ask you a question. And then you better question.
Do you know what a question mark is? Do you know how to listen for one? If you don't hear no motherfucking question marks, shut your ass up. Oh, here we go.
Ooh, 5 British pounds from Allie.
Oh, wait, I got something for that.
Tim, would you co-host the wrestling show with Reagan Elite? He has a wrestling show on Facebook. Yes, if I have the time and the times align, yes. But I will contact Reagan Elite. I follow Reagan Elite on the YouTube. So, and Mikey has some sort of contact. So,
Email.
I don't have the email, so Mikey's going to send that to me.
Chris C says, "Now I am pissed. You can curse in our chat. It's fine. The judge in the Tommy Robinson case, Tommy Tim names. Case has been put off his verdict until November 4th, so Robinson can travel to Israel. Everyone else would have been told no chance of that happening. What do you know? Sex pests fleeing to Israel.
Mikey becomes air horns again.
Woo!
Let's find out who got him. I'll pull up the screen here.
No
All right.
Fucking way.
Received a membership from Allie. Zero Stroke.
Slick snake.
Spooky Bed Hair.
I did
Tim,
this. Why can't you?
Tim That.
I love Tesla.
CMDR Max Headroom.
Guys, that shit just pisses me
That's
off.
a good screen name. Max Headroom is a good screen name.
Is that Commander Max Headroom?
No, Max Headroom from
No,
it's
the
from
CMDR.
Oh
that
yeah,
like Commander?
Commander Max Headroom. Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
That's a good one. And David Stolthard.
No fucking way.
Stothard. So
Thank you.
congratulations.
Still doing it.
See?
With no soundboard.
Wow. Wait, how are you doing it with no soundboard?
Now you're asking the right questions, Grasshopper.
Are you just playing the clips in like a folder?
No.
How are you doing
Go to Media Assets on the right.
Media Assets on the right.
Scroll down.
Oh my God, Mikey, you put them all in the fucking thing? How many can you add?
I don't know. I was just slamming them in there. I accidentally added, like, I control aid and I put like 300. That's why I had to leave and come back. The fucking thing it fucking lagged out from me deleting so many.
All right,
But
here, I'll add
at least 20. There were, like, I accidentally put a lot in that motherfucker. So yeah, we can. It's a little delayed though. That's the only thing that sucks. You kind of gotta lead yourself. So you gotta be like, hey Tim, there's a fucking way. Yeah, you gotta,
They were here to, quote, kick some ass.
We're back, baby.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
They can't hold us back.
They can't keep us down forever.
The bonds will break. No fucking way.
Well, I did this. Why can't you?
That's
CDs
awesome.
are labeled.
Yeah.
Tim, are you decorating your house for Halloween?
I'm not gonna fucking be here for Halloween. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I just set the ball to you. You didn't have to stab the ball. I mean,
I stabbed it and I kicked it away.
Buried it in the sand. It's like
I no-anded you.
Yeah. No, never. No, fuck thatted.
The answer is, Mikey, I will not be decorating my house, but my wife's brother will be handing out candy.
Oh my God, just say yes.
Because I hear our neighborhood's
Just
big on Halloween.
say yes.
Why you want me to lie?
It's part of the bit.
Guys, that shit just pisses me off, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm clearly throwing this motherfucker alley-oop off the glass time after time.
Fine, Mikey. Fine, Mikey. Yes, I'm decorating my house. Why?
Don't do it like this.
In South Carolina, this frightening scene appears all.
Yo, that is such a wild fucking idea. For the fucking orange LEDs in the fucking fog machine out the windows.
That's hilarious.
Brother, that looks real as fuck.
Oh my God.
What a horribly perfect idea for a fucking decoration.
That's fucking crazy.
That shit looks in fuego. Everyone's going to call 911 on that house. Everyone. Everyone.
Too real. Flames tearing through both stories of this suburban house outside Greenville. But the message from
brother, them motherfucking flames is moving. That's hilarious.
Owners, please stop calling 911.
It's all lighting. Each window has its own little setup.
It's just the latest over-the-top Halloween decoration from Sam Lee and his fiancée Amanda Pedden. All smoke and lighting. The display, they say, is a hit with most neighbors.
We do have a 1%.
Most neighbors.
Now, if you guys will remember, a couple of years back, there was the great debacle over the Stranger Things house. Did you see or hear anything about that?
I think.
You didn't watch Stranger Things, so you don't really get the reference.
I saw like a few episodes of season 1.
Well, there's like a part where the girl is floating like midair, and she's just like out there. Oh shit, wrong one. Aha, my arms. She's just like floating like such, head back or whatever, and it's like super intense scene. These people recreated that shit over their driveway.
Oh,
like
wow.
It was like people were fucking driving in from like all over the state just to come look at this fucking house, and like the whole neighborhood got all jacked up. Couldn't nobody get in and out. Me and Kristen tried to go over there and see it, but yeah, that was a big negative, Ghost Rider. Like like all of the adjoining streets were filled with cars that had decided to park and walk already. I was like, we're not even close yet. Oh, this is, maybe we can drive past. No, we can't do this. We can't do this. But it was super cool. But I mean, at least theirs was attracting people, not so much the authorities
That don't like it, and that's understandable. They're entitled to their opinion, but we do it for the community.
If this is too far, what's not too far? What's the line? And who's to say what that is?
I mean, if you had an active shooter scene on your yard and it was like super realistic, I don't think that would be a good idea either.
Right.
Your house is literally looking like it's on, especially at night. At night, I could see somebody with a little mask. I'm like, holy shit, get your cell phone. They're dying.
Yes.
The couple gave the fire department a heads up about their elaborate display, but that hasn't stopped the calls from coming in.
It does look like the house is on fire. It does.
You did it too good. You got to do something else. Like put a fake. Here you go. Here's how you fix this. Is there another shot? A better shot? Whatever. You just put a fireman. You know what I mean? You put a what's it called, fireman in a suit, like a skeleton's fireman, spraying the hose at the thing, right? That's all you do.
Yeah.
Or put a blue light going towards the house to simulate water. So you gotta do something to make it look like it's not a literal house fire, because that bitch is like kind of realistic.
Oh man.
Yeah, or just a sign. A sign would be good.
Are you working off the playlist, Mikey?
Yeah.
All right, I added one to the playlist that I think you'll enjoy.
Does this in any way take away from resources in a smaller fire department?
No. Granted, we're lucky we're a block and a half from where the house is at our main station. So regardless,
So we don't have to drive far when people call us.
They just open the windows and sniff. I'm like, no, it's not.
Nah.
Calls, we're gonna go.
But authorities are cracking down on other displays.
What the fuck?
What is that? That's some Silent Hill shit right there.
What the fuck? Yo, I don't want to live in this neighborhood. If everyone just starts putting this shit out in the yard, it's like, burning down the house.
In Stan, Kentucky, a 58-year-old.
We don't need no water. Let that motherfucker burn. Just bumping. Then everybody like, oh, I get it. Yeah, some music to provide atmosphere.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not just, they probably got some crackling flame sounds going, sirens.
Man was arrested and faces charges for these.
What the fuck?
What is going on here?
Does that say district justice? District judge?
Zoning manager?
This?
What the fuck is going on here?
Oh, he's got TR. Oh my God.
Fake body bags depicting local politicians in his front yard. And in Alabama, controversy.
Look at this.
Whoa.
Look at this. Yo,
people are fucking crazy, man.
their brains are all broken from Obama.
You want me to decorate my house like this, Mikey? Is that what's going on here?
I asked you what you did, and he was like, "I'm gonna be out of." I mean, you had an alibi. Essentially,
I'm not gonna. I might not come back with this shit.
They'll put it in your yard for you. Don't worry about it.
See over this display from the wife of Mobile County Sheriff.
That's a sheriff?
See, this is why, listen. Other states. Why the fuck y'all got sheriffs?
They all don't do this.
Why the fuck do you have elected police officers?
You think that shit's flying in Chicago? I don't fucking think so. They had to import racists.
Dude, this is why we don't elect police.
Is a very sad situation.
Sheriff works with the
Skeletons dressed in serapes and sombreros being chased over a fence by other skeletons dressed as ICE agents. The sheriff's wife, Michelle Alfonso Birch, calling the display tongue-in-cheek, as this
That's
year
not
even Halloween
tongue-in-cheek. She
displays
doesn't
are
understand what tongue-in-cheek is.
That's turn of phrase. You don't say turn of phrase. You use a turn of phrase.
the flames of the country's political divide. George Solis, NBC News.
Now they artists critiquing the world with their home. This really just represents the division amongst. Like, shut up.
Guys, we're just having a little fun. It's tongue in cheek. Nah, man, you put like mannequins up to represent ICE and then some sombreros on some skeletons that they're chasing down. That's not tongue in cheek. That's like a fucking panorama.
That's blatant. I mean,
yeah.
There's obvious. There's intentional. That was blatant.
Here's the turn of phrase they want. It's a little too on the nose.
No, it's too tongue nose.
It's too tongue nose.
Turn of nose.
You cannot go 50 feet.
Woo, woo, woo. Hey, Tim.
What?
Fucking play along this time.
Okay.
Hey, Tim. What's some of your you like you do the stand-up stuff now?
Yes, and
do you ever go before bands or music?
I have gone to open mics that were mixed. So yes, I've gone before and or after music.
Now this applies to you.
In the Bay Area without seeing a sign, an ad, a logo for some kind of AI. Love it or hate it, we are living in the epicenter of artificial intelligence here in the Bay Area. San Francisco is famously home to OpenAI. They make the incredibly popular chatbot ChatGPT, which has pretty much become ubiquitous since it was introduced 3 years ago. But a brand new Yale Research Center study found that AI has not massively interrupted the job market in the U.S., at least not yet. But a new CBS News poll found there is still a lot of nervousness about how AI could impact the job market. Americans say they feel like AI will have a negative effect on job availability in their field over the next 10 years. For a time, it seemed like jobs in the creative.
I just want to say something. What the fuck is this floor she's standing on?
It's a giant green screen.
Like, dude, did y'all get Neil deGrasse Tyson money over there? Like, this is like the cosmos. Jesus. This is from Wakanda? Holy
it is a
shit.
future news technology.
Future News Solutions. CBS got big money over there. That Paramount merger, they over there like, look at my normal news. This is just the normal news in the Bay.
Creative space would be safer. After all, how does a computer replace an artist? Well, that went out the window with generative AI, which can whip up movies, visual art, poetry, all kinds of content.
Not very well.
And people in the music industry seem to
people
turn
don't
to it for
care,
something
but
a lot of us might not think twice about. Those promotional flyers that let you know when a band.
As a Midwesterner, I'll field this one. Question for our American hosts. What is a normal reaction to when a tornado touches down? It's kind of a bad question because when the tornado comes, it's not like by itself. You know what I mean? It's not just like a rogue funnel cloud that just like carves it up. You're usually having like a thunderstorm, like a really bad thunderstorm. So like heavy rain and wind and all that stuff. And then if the tornado touches down and it's like, I don't know, 5 miles away from you or 10 miles away from you, you don't have a different experience. It's like a very, very localized event. It's like certain sides of the street will get destroyed versus another side of the street, or 3 roofs will get their shingles ripped off, and then everybody else is. It's very random.
Yeah, we had up here in New England, there aren't many tornadoes, but when we have them, it's a bit more rare. Like it's a bit more. Holy
it's
shit.
like a man flu.
It's a bit more holy shit. There's a tornado. Why is there a tornado in the mountains? We had one maybe a town over from where I live, and Mikey's right. It's like hyper localized. Like it was like the most minor of tornadoes, but you could see for like I went down a main road where the tornado crossed. You could see like the swath of destruction, and then maybe like a quarter mile in either direction, and that was it. Like there's nothing happened anywhere else except for that very specific area. Like there were trees down, power lines down, all that shit. And like a few houses got touched. But outside of like maybe that quarter mile of damage, that's it.
And like especially if it gets close to, if one runs close to your house, the winds are substantial. Like a normal thunderstorm, you know, it's like 20, 30 mile an hour gusts. This will be like sustained 60, 70, 80 mile an hour winds. That's when shit starts flying off of people's back porches and garbage can. Man, it happened on garbage day one time. And I'm talking about everyone's cans went over.
Oh, no.
It was a mess. Fucking horrible. All my shit was in bags. That were tied. I planned for these things. But it's kind of, it's usually just really bad storms. And then you find like, I mean, there's 340 million of us. There's probably at least 100 million of us in the Midwest and in like the tornado section of the country. And it's just like, it doesn't happen to a lot of people. And it usually doesn't happen bad to a lot of people. It's very rare for it to be bad for a lot of people.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like the bad, like F4s and 5s and shit like that. Like those are really rare. Like you get like 10 of those a year. And typically they're out in the middle of nowhere. Like even farmers' houses don't get hit by them. You know what I mean? Like they're just literally out in the middle of a field going over into another field. But like F1s and stuff like that, our houses are kind of built for them. We have very strict building guidelines because it gets freaking -50 when the polar vortex comes at us, and then it can get 105 in the summer, and we get crazy winds. So our houses are built like very strong. Even our wooden houses are very strong and designed to take a lot of this. Yeah. I remember I was at the park in like 4th or 5th grade or something like that. I was on my bike over in Carroll Stream, and the sky was getting all crazy, and then it started turning green. And I don't know whose mom was. She's like, "All of you kids, get home now!" And we were all like, "Oh shit!" And then she's like, "There's a tornado coming, go!" I think that was the one that hit Plainfield. That hit those kids in the school, and they went in the field house or whatever to get away from it. But it was insane. I had never seen the sky turn green. It was very, very weird.
I've seen that once or twice off the coast on the beach in Connecticut. The clouds had turned green. I was like, holy shit.
It's weird.
What is going on here? And luckily, like it was a storm that was moving out to sea.
Right.
There was funnel clouds out on the sound, and I was like, damn, missed that.
I was in a tornado one time. I thought it was going to suck the wall off the building. The floor felt like it was waving. I think it's because the air pressure was affecting my balance. Cool experience. Yeah, the pressure gradients are like, I mean, why it does what it does. That's like why wind is what it is, and it's it is weird. Like you can kind of tell because your ears do start get a little poppy.
Yeah.
Because it's literally fucking up the atmosphere. This is watching one is cool. Thoughts. See lumber. It's going up. Yeah. Let's see here.
And is coming to town.
But anyway.
But some local creatives are putting their foot down and banding together in the name of stopping AI from encroaching on real art.
Yeah.
Art comes in many forms.
I like to add a
Tell
little
them
bit
again.
of liquid just to give it some body.
There is, of course, oil on canvas. There's acrylic. There's graffiti. But for the man who goes by Pemex, art is less a hobby and more a lifeline.
Like, money has never been the factor in why I produce art. I produce art because I need it to survive. I produce art because without it, I would die.
He didn't want to use his full name, but the chosen name he's used as a graffiti writer might be recognizable. Early on, though, in his art career, he started a little smaller, working on posters promoting bands when they'd come to town to play a show.
So you'd get a list of bands, you get the date, the location, and depending on the bands and maybe the type of music that they played, you'd create like a scene around that. So
it sounds simple enough, but if you run events,
a music tradition. The art of the concert poster. One of the most underappreciated mediums. Oh, the joy of seeing, like, that's when all the bands had those fucking, like, well, the heavy bands that I was with, they had the fucking, like, all fucking crisscrossed applesauce fucking roots coming down, bleeding into, like, some lightning. Like, I don't even know who the fuck that is, but they're fucking brutal as shit. I could tell by their name.
You, like Billy Joe Egan does, you know they are a huge part of music culture. Billy owns the Stork Club in Oakland, and when bands come to town, promoters or managers give Billy posters, just like the ones Pemex made, to promote their bands. And recently, Billy started to notice something about those posters was off.
There would be just glaring inconsistencies in someone's hand, teeth, a character's hair. The background would be the same texture as the character. Just
come on, y'all.
Come on, AI fucking band posters. Come on.
Come on, y'all. Not in the cool people space.
Things like a human illustrator would have never done.
The promoters were using AI to make the posters instead of hiring an artist to draw something up.
Come on, man. Come on, man. See, where's my thing at?
Hey guys, that shit just pisses me off, man. Okay.
Lazy, cheap motherfuckers. You want everything for free.
Fucking thing sucks.
God damn it.
It started with a few maybe smaller artists.
Fucking thing sucks.
That were sending us pretty cheap,
Tim, damn.
using cheaper generative AI software. And so it was easy to spot.
You can probably imagine this did not sit well with local artists like Pep.
Hell no. Better get this shit off the motherfucking wall now. Put this bullshit in.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh, I didn't know
you picked the longest one on earth. Damn, Tim.
Well, I didn't label them properly.
And you yelled at me about, come on, Mikey, this is an intervention.
I love Tesla.
You have a problem. And also, you need to label your shit.
Well, I did this. Why can't you?
Yeah, I labeled these.
MX.
It's in fact the opposite of inspiration. It's theft, right?
Say it again. It's theft. You stealing. Your thieving ass.
If anyone else did that, it would be theft.
And it didn't sit well with Billy either, who caused a stir on social media when he announced he was banning the use of AI to promote his club. He went a step further, though, and is...
That's right, bitches. No AI in my joint. Him say, give me the real art.
Is partnering with artists across the country to get promoters the best possible rate on using a living, breathing, human artist.
I pre-negotiated the rate with these artists. The rate is as cheap as they can go. And we're talking about people who normally get 10 times what they're quoting us.
Billy was pleasantly surprised with the groundswell of support. He says he's had more than 100 artists around the country join in, some of them big names, though they're remaining anonymous.
Look, there's a chance that some, local band will pay $50 to get a flyer done by somebody who does them for like $5,000.
I'd say that's.
See? It's called solidarity, motherfuckers. That's what it looks like. Not only is this shit banned, everybody, I need some artists. And then look, they're showing up in droves because if people have something to do, they will do it. But if we just like, oh, what can I do? AI is just it's inevitable. It's Thanos. Thanos loses, bro. Like, what are y'all talking about? We beat Thanos. So
I mean, he wins first, right? He does win first.
Right. That part already happened. The fact that they got this shit off the ground already happened. We can't stop it from getting off the ground. But
I mean, he does the finger snap.
Yo, I would prefer to be blipped, if I'm being real. Dude, do you know how many times I stub my toe a day and I can just go 3 years without stubbing my toe? Fucking win. Daily Blase. Hello, Mikey Tim in chat. Let me do I can do Darren's accent perfectly. Hold on, here we go. Hello, Mikey Tim in chat. I thought you guys might be I can't do it. It's too funny. I love it though. I love that northern accent. I thought you guys might have been out there in fancy dress reporting from the front line and interviewing all those vicious rioters tearing America apart. Yeah, in between the unicorns, the reptard, the dinosaur, and the frogs, I saw some capybaras, a Nemo, I think. But yes, there's lots of inflatable people giving ICE the heebie-jeebies and probably the liquid Hershey squirts.
Well,
like,
and just
I don't know.
Just out there making ICE look silly. Like, that's what they're doing.
I mean, what? They're wearing a costume? They're wearing a costume. Costume is as my costume does. Oh, I think it was good. What's going on?
If you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
Oh, man. As anyone who'd put on music events, $50 for a flyer design is quite pricey when you don't make money at these shows. I mean, this is LA. This is the Bay Area. Yeah, they don't do shows for free.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not anymore. But that's a part of it. And especially if you have like some of these bands that are like touring and stuff like that. Yeah, they got it.
Well, and one of the things is that, like, you know, AI is becoming so integrated in
Oh, this is so good. Execute Order 66. I have frozen him with the time stone. Yeah, Tim just got replaced with AI. Oh shit, it's AI Tim. Password, motherfucker.
I am not a robot.
Lying bitch. That's just what a fucking robot would say. They got Tim.
How long was I gone?
You said AI has been. And
I see.
It took you away. Somebody clip that.
I see.
That was
no, I was gonna say AI has been so integrated into like all the programs that everyone uses.
That's when you went out.
Yeah. Like you can't get away from it on social media. It's all up in the social media now. And ChatGPT came out with a new video generative AI. It's called Sora.
And I refuse to watch that shit, but even from the thumbnails, it's like these little bitch kids have no fucking shame, dude. No, nothing is sacred to them.
I know.
Just anybody and everybody doing any and everything. Oof. No thanks.
Yeah.
I'll be over here in the well-regulated, rational pond.
Yeah,
where we only believe things that are true.
That way madness lies, for sure. Like,
I don't know what they're thinking. Like, and maybe that was the long play all along, to dumbify people, is to say, you know what they need? Infinite choices.
Yeah.
And now their little primate brains are completely overloaded. Completely overloaded. These people are just suffering from just being blasted with information and no way to sort it in their head, to the point now where they just, whatever comes in is the thing that's what's on the plate today. And that's what I'm doing. I better keep this algorithm strong, or else I'm gonna forget who I am. Oh. Oh no.
Ooh, I'm not gonna ask.
I want some of your brown sugar. Oh man, I wonder how he died. R&B singer.
Oh, I see.
Tim, you're freezing up again.
Am I freezing up again? I've turned off all of the things that could be consuming internet. I think it's just the fucking weather around here is bullshitty.
You want to talk about some bullshit?
So the Republican leadership's
Do we watch this?
Yeah, we watched this.
That's okay. Couldn't remember. I got another one. Speaking of bullshit. Oh, and here's one thing I want to posit to you real quick. So I found a little MAGA person. Very, very, very small channel. And he had like a little $5.
I thought you were going to say
don't riff yet. Don't riff yet. Don't riff yet. Don't riff yet. A very small channel. And I think we can experiment with him.
Okay. Yes, and
maybe we should invite him on the show to just kind of see if he, like, I'll have to show you this little 5-7, like his videos about what he doesn't like about the Constitution.
Oh, I want to see it.
And it's, should we watch it now, or should we just
No, let's watch it. I want to see what he doesn't like about First of all, to answer your earlier question about D'Angelo Mikey, pancreatic cancer.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. All right.
So yes, I would like to see the video about what this MAGA fucker thinks is wrong with the Constitution. I'm sure it's wild.
It's so, like, I don't know if it'll be good content for this, because it's like 7 minutes and he talks really bad, and it'll be a thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want us to, like, maybe we'll do it for Patreon or something like that, or for the members, and then we'll post it on the thing. But it's probably not for the live stream. It's very dry and dull, and this kid's not very smart.
Come on, just put it up. Let's go. It's 7 minutes. That's fine.
All right.
We'll let the people decide.
Hello, everyone. My name is Thomas Shank. This is the Truth and Tradition podcast. Today, we'll be covering
the Truth and Tradition
podcast.
podcast.
Constitution. It's a question that's been asked for a very long time, and I want to preface this discussion by noting two things. Number one,
is that better?
I think that the Constitution is a great document, as with any form of government that is included in in less than 50 pages. It is.
Oh, he's so awkward and anxious.
That you don't like. So
yes.
I want to note that. And number two is that I'm not going to come at this from the perspective that the Constitution is not a living document. I think it's ridiculous. The Constitution is not supposed to be a living document. It's meant to constrain and conserve.
That's a perfect screenshot right there.
Then why does it have amendments?
What? So he's wrong already. The Constitution is not meant to conserve and constrain. That's a very he's an originalist here. He believes that the only interpretation of the Constitution is what the founding fathers thought, and the original Constitution when they wrote it in 1781. And his take is that I guess it shouldn't have ever been edited. And in which case, is he a white landowning male? And if he's not, he shouldn't be allowed to vote. I doubt he owns the house that he's in.
I also doubt that.
Also, I would like to also point out the Reagan Bush 84 shirt that he's wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Reagan and Bush would have hated all this shit.
Absolutely. It's like you let Netanyahu do what?
Exactly. Like Reagan was a monster, yes.
You didn't divest?
Compared to Trump, Reagan would seem like a fucking Democrat, man.
Yeah.
And Bush raised taxes.
Can you imagine? If fucking Trump tried to invade California with Reagan there? Reagan probably would have shot him himself.
Yeah.
He would have taken out the first ICE agent. He would have been like, I warned you. And this is for the old Gipper.
He was the governor of California for a while. He would have been like, absolutely fucking not.
So stupid. Oh, anyway.
Living document. I think it's ridiculous. The Constitution is not supposed to be a living document. It's meant to constrain and conserve the powers of the federal government and to give the people as many rights as possible while also maintaining kind of the national defense of the country. So
you want things added to it.
So
like you can't.
I think this is a common sort of debate between constitutional scholars on the right and on the left, like people who actually understand law and the Constitution. There is a conservative view of the Constitution that, yes, it's supposed to limit the powers of the federal government and give powers to the states, which is why we have a 10th Amendment and a few other things written in there.
We're going to get there, Tim.
Okay.
Okay, don't get it twisted. Reagan got the ball ready to let us here. He would have been on board with plenty of this other side to get away. Yeah. But even he had limits versus the eternal dunce that is currently sitting there.
He wouldn't have been cool with all the National Guard stuff at all.
So I just wanted to know.
I mean, he can burn in hell. Like, let's not get like we are not mincing.
I prefaced it by saying he is a monster.
Also, fuck him. But
I don't think that the Constitution should be a living document, and it is not. That's very good. But that being said, there are some big problems with the Constitution, and I want to. The first one, I want to note a few, but the first one is kind of in depth, so please stick with me for it. Is
please stop saying ours.
Clause. And to cover the necessary and proper clause, you have to understand where it's coming from, and that would be Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution. In case you don't know, Article 1, Section 8 is the part of the Constitution that gives the government all of its power. And you say, oh, how does the
Ronald
government have
Reagan
this power?
is
that
a
power?
devil.
Whatever. Well, Article 1, Section 8 is the place to find it. I have something to note about Article 1, Section 8 in just 1 second, but first I want to continue with this. So the necessary and proper clause is a clause in Article 1, Section 8 that says that the government shall have power to make any law that is necessary and proper, whatever that means, to enforce.
Whatever that means. Whatever that means. Necessary and proper, whatever that means. Who knows? Everyone knows. You don't have to know the law to know what necessary and proper means.
I don't know what necessary means. I don't know what proper means.
Boy. All right.
So it's really just the power of enforcement there in Article 1, Section 8. And it wasn't always like this. And it's notoriously ambiguous, but it wasn't always like this. McCulloch versus Maryland, which is an 1819 Supreme Court decision. This is what gave necessary and proper clause its notoriety today. Because it established that the necessary and proper clause could basically be used to give the government very far-reaching powers. And so it's very ambiguous, and the entire Constitution is very ambiguous. But But one part of the Constitution that is not ambiguous is Amendment 10.
I did go to the show, didn't I?
Amendment 10 to the Constitution,
Because
probably
he
the
said it
most
too.
important amendment in context of 2025 today. Amendment 10 stipulates that all powers not given to the federal government in the Constitution shall be given to the states or the people. So very clear there that all powers, these are called the reserve powers today. And so these reserve powers have kind of been.
Yeah, I already blasted him 370%. He's just a whispering
damn.
little shit.
Yeah, he needs a sound tech.
He needs to point his mic at his fucking mouth. It's not a Yeti. It's not where I can, if this whole cone in front of the thing I can talk in front of. His is a directional, and he has it pointed at the fucking ceiling because he's stupid. Unless he wants to get up over the top of that thing and start talking, it's not gonna fucking work. But hey, the Constitution, not a living document, yada yada yada. I digress.
I want to say that he's like, the Constitution is not a living document, but then he quotes the 10th Amendment, which is an amendment to the Constitution, which makes it a living document.
You can't argue for any amendments if you don't like. What is wrong with this guy?
Right.
Preamble only. Okay, but then he was mad at the preamble.
So the necessary and proper clause, and just for this guy who's an idiot, it's also known as the elastic clause. It grants the power of Congress to pass laws that are needed to carry out its explicitly listed powers. So
it says in it,
it says in it that the powers granted to Congress by Article 1, Section 8 allows them to pass laws so they can protect those powers. It's not they can just do whatever they want. They can't just be like, well, Congress now gets to control the military. It's to make laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying out into execution the foregoing powers and all the powers vested by this Constitution in the government of the United States or any department or officer thereof. That is the literal text of the clause. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything about they can do whatever they want.
He didn't read that part, because if he read that part, then it would totally negate what he was saying. So he's just going to skip that part. It's called cherry picking, Tim. It's brand new.
Tooted on by the necessary and proper clause. Not a problem with the Constitution, but something that kind of scares me a little bit. The Bill of Rights, which is, among other things,
the Bill of Rights scares him.
So there are plenty of things that are bad and wrong, but it doesn't make them fascist. That's all. There are plenty of things that are bad and wrong, but it doesn't make them fascist.
Right. To own guns, a right to petition, a right to assembly, a right have freedom of speech, free press.
That's two of them.
Right to not have the government quarter people in our houses.
That's 3.
A right to a fair and speedy public trial.
4.
Things like that. So a lot of different rights.
What about the rest of them?
The Constitution and in the Bill of Rights specifically.
Remain silent, self-incrimination. You don't want that?
Trial by jury of your peers?
Yeah, 6. What's 7?
7 is a legal search and seizure, I believe.
I thought that was 4.
Oh, that might be 4. I mean, he's forgetting the one he already quoted. That's 10. He already talked about that one.
I feel like 7 is something with Congress.
Yeah, it might be. Let's see. So yeah, we got 6. 7 is the common law, where value exceeds the $20, the right of a trial by jury shall be preserved. Okay, so 7 is trial by jury.
Okay.
8 is excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed. No cruel and unusual punishment is 8.
Yeah.
9, the enumerated in the Constitution, certain rights shall be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. What is 9 all about?
Is that the state government?
Yeah, the Constitution are not explicit or exhaustive lists of individual. 9 is you have other rights besides the ones in the Bill of Rights.
These are not all your rights. This is just a tribute.
Yeah. And then obviously the 10th Amendment is states have all the rights not guaranteed by the Constitution to the federal government.
He doesn't like that.
And all that.
He doesn't know how he feels about that part.
He doesn't know how he feels about separation of power.
Well, the first 10,
tide goes out. You
the
can't
first
explain
10
that.
we listed, he has a bit of an issue with those.
But that was just an afterthought. The Bill of Rights was an afterthought. It was only because of people like George Mason who were stauncher anti-federalist people. But necessary clause, that's one thing that I don't like.
Literally rewriting
Article
history.
1, Section 8, which I already mentioned in this video. But it probably gives too many powers to the federal government. And a good example of that is, for example, the power of the federal...
With a Reagan Bush 84 t-shirt. I was like, sometimes the government has too much power. Like,
the Bill of Rights was part of a compromise to write the Constitution. It wasn't an afterthought. It was, here's all the things that we couldn't put in the Constitution, so we're amending it now. It's an afterthought.
To promote the arts. So you have to ask yourself, what are the arts? How can the government go about promoting those arts? Things like that. Now, common defense, I like that in Article 1, Section 8, but then you have weird things like the arts. You have things like the Postal Service, things like that.
How is the post...
That's really essential for the government.
Fuck this guy.
I told you.
Government to have those things, and this leads us back to a talk on what is the purpose of government, things like that. No. So I think there are too many powers given to the federal government. Article 1, Section 8 is a place to check those out. Another problem with the Constitution, slavery, you can say that, but it's already been rectified by the Constitution, so I don't think it's...
It was not rectified by the Constitution.
It's already been rectified. But
my God.
There are no bans on some moral vices we see in society today. Abortion is a great example of this. And there are other things too, but yeah, there are no bans on some of these big moral vices. We can't really blame the founders. They didn't really anticipate this would happen.
Yes, they did. That's why you can amend the Constitution.
So you can't, but I don't think you can blame the founders to foresee.
Well, you can either blame them or not blame them. You can't have both sides of it, buddy. You're fence sitting.
So another problem with the Constitution, and this is probably the most widely mentioned one.
Mikey, go back like a minute. This dude is fucking crazy.
I know. She almost broke containment.
Oh, no.
I was like, where the fuck are you going? Get back here.
But there are no bans on some moral vices we see in society today. Abortion is a great example of this.
You might want to go back a bit further. Like another... Yeah.
Now, common defense, I like that in Article 1, Section 8.
He talks about slavery.
Like the arts, you have things like the...
I've watched this.
Things like that you have to ask yourself, is it really essential for the government to have those things? And this leads us back to
yes.
What is the purpose of government? Things like that. So I think there are too many powers given to the federal government. Article 1, Section 8 is a place to check those out. Another problem with the Constitution, slavery, you can say that, but it's already been rectified by the Constitution, so I don't think...
Where? All right. Where?
In an amendment, right?
In an amendment. In 3 amendments, actually.
You can't make it up, y'all. You can't make it up.
We don't. It shouldn't be a living document, but we need to rectify slavery. But the Constitution doesn't address slavery except for the 3/5 clause.
So you're telling me, and this is the problem. They will look at this kid and they'll say, "Oh, he's so smart. Look, he knows so much about. He knows gobbledygook." He contradicts. This is like when fucking Christians get up there and they want to debate an atheist, and the atheist knows the Bible 10 times better than them.
Yeah,
because they just know the evangelical, speaking in tongues bullshit talking points, and they have no idea about the history of their religion and about their book they don't know anything. They just know how to be cheerleaders. Right. This kid is cheerleading for shit. But I mean, we'll get to the end of the video here. It is for one end. So he's memorized the bumper stickers to lead to the same end.
Mikey, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
After we get through this video, let's each give what we think is wrong with the Constitution.
Nuke the whole thing. I'm done. Let the chips fall where they may. Fuck everybody. See how y'all treat us.
really worth mentioning because it's already been rectified. But there are no bans on some moral vices we see in society today. Abortion's a great example of this. There are other things too, but yeah, there are no bans.
Hey, if you get an ectopic pregnancy, he definitely has a solution for that.
Yeah.
It's called you die.
Yeah.
On some of these big moral vices. We can't really blame the founders. They didn't really anticipate this would happen.
Okay. Here's my big disagreement with this guy. First, he wants to blame some of the founders for parts of the Constitution he doesn't like. And then you can't blame the founders for not putting in, quote, moral vices into the Constitution. Most of these guys were fucking Puritans or Unitarians. Like, these guys believed in all that stuff. Like, they believed that all the Christian stuff. Like, very few of them were even close to not being fucking Puritans or Christians of some kind. They're all Protestants. All of them.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
Would you consider slavery a moral vice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think slave owning is a moral vice. But he doesn't bring up slavery as a moral vice. I mean, they didn't have moral vices back then.
Mikey, the Constitution already took care of that 100 years after they fucking ratified the Constitution.
I'm talking about in relation to what he just said. He said back then they could not have anticipated the moral vices like we have now. They didn't have such a degenerate society like we have now.
Believe George Washington owned a lot of slaves, and so did Thomas Jefferson.
His teeth were slave teeth.
Yeah. Most of these guys owned slaves. The only few that didn't were strict abolitionists like Hamilton, who didn't own slaves because he thought it was morally wrong. But he's one of the few. All these Virginians and the people from the South, they all own slaves, and some of the people from the North, even though the northern states weren't as for it. It was still legal for a while. So when he's like, well, the Constitution took care of it, as to my great shame, the state of Connecticut, the representatives from the state of Connecticut formed the Connecticut Compromise with everyone else saying that, hey, there's too many slaves to be counted fully for the population. So 3/5, guys, 3/5. And
good old Connecticut.
Yeah, good old Connecticut negotiating its way into slavery. But that slavery was one of the big hangups about the Constitution. Unfortunately, all they did was negotiate and get a compromise together for it. They're like, we'll deal with this down the road.
Someone else will deal with this.
There are no bans on some moral vices we see in society today. Abortion's a great example of this. There are other things too, but yeah, there are no bans.
I'm sorry, but if you're going to try to tell me that all these women should die, you got to be able to say you're ours. Sorry.
Also, they also used the Constitution to try and ban drinking, which they considered a great moral vice. And that didn't work out too well.
Tim, it's not a living document. There are no amendments.
Hands on some of these big moral vices. We can't really blame the founders. They didn't really anticipate this would happen. But then
but slavery was good.
We usually against the Second
It
Amendment.
was fine, guys. We figured it out eventually,
I
right?
don't think you can blame the founders to foresee the ending, the termination of pregnancy. It's something they had never even seen before. So another problem with the Constitution, and this is probably the most widely mentioned one, is that there is no right to privacy in the Constitution. That's why things like
what you need privacy for, little man?
Tim Ballum knows. They wouldn't allow him to super chat this, but Puritans only went to America so they could mistreat people. That is 100% true.
They were
the Calvinists
crazy.
And the fundamentalist Protestants who formed conclaves that ended up being like Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island were terrible.
It only took them 80 years and they were setting their daughters on fire.
They didn't leave England because they were mistreated. They left England because they were mistreating everyone else.
They're like,
they had to leave.
This Anglican church is too pussy. We got to start whipping people in the stockade.
The U.S. is like 6 countries. Let's be honest here. If we broke it up, it would end up being like 6 or 7 different countries.
I'm part of Canada.
Yeah, Mikey would join Canada. I think New England would form its own country.
You're going back to the UK.
Oh yeah, I'll gladly.
The development of the global, or even just a national, but I'll just say global because global is more far-reaching, and it does exist. The global intelligence community and things like the 2013 NSA leaks have.
What does global global fucking surveillance have to do with the American Constitution?
Hold on. How many times is the word global used in the Constitution? Oh, turns out 0.
Oh, well, you know.
Expose that they do spy on Americans and that there are some real problems there. So, but there's no right to privacy in the Constitution. I don't even care how ambiguous it would be. Just, I wish there was a right to privacy in the Constitution, but there's not.
It's called the 4th Amendment. A citizen is to be secure in their papers and effects, unless there is probable cause, and then the government has to get a warrant.
And I would also say the 5th Amendment, the right against self-incrimination. They can't force you to say things if it might incriminate you. They can't force you to do that.
There's literally a privacy amendment, brother. There's literally one. It's the 4th. I don't know how you didn't get to 4.
Now,
but it's right there.
It is not privacy as sort of we define it today, because our data is just fucking out there, man, and everyone has it.
Well, he's got the Reagan Bush shit on. Did he or did he not like the Patriot Act? And if you did, if you thought the Patriot Act was a good idea, you signed up for FISA warrants.
Yeah.
You signed up for this already. That was a right-wing thing that is not going anywhere. So get used to it. Sorry, there was a terrorist attack. You weren't alive when it happened, but there was a terrorist attack. Previously we were secure in our papers and effects.
I'm so glad we're watching this video. We have to watch all of this guy's videos now.
That's a big problem. In the famous preamble to the Constitution, this is the beginning. You can say this is the introduction to the Constitution. The famous "We the People"
preamble already has a definition.
Phraseology there is used there. Later on, if you continue reading it, it says that the government has the power to provide for the common defense, things like that. Good things. We like that, don't we? But there are other things.
Stop touching your mic,
general welfare, and this is something that I
also put it closer to your fucking face.
Jesus,
I can't stand that that's in there. Like, what does that mean? The general welfare. How should the government go about?
He's got a lot of spit in his mouth, so maybe we don't want that.
Also, the preamble of the Constitution is not like law, right? We all agree that it's just like
it's a preamble.
It's the prologue to the Constitution. Like, come on, bro. This is just like the fancy word paragraph they put in before the actual Constitution. They're like, this is what we kind of want. Summary.
Why are you reading this? That's what the.
And then my last problem with the Constitution is a personal one, and that would be found in Article 6, where the Constitution says it's the highest law of the land. And I reject that on the grounds that I think that it should be encouraged within citizens to listen to their consciences and to follow.
What? He said Article 6. Hold on. I'm not up on all my Constitution here. Article 6 establishes the Constitution as the supreme law of the land and requires an oath of office. Oh, this is where you get all those oaths of offices. Declares the Constitution and federal laws made in accordance with and treaties are the supreme law of the land, which means they have precedence over state laws. Important. A very important part of the Constitution saying that federal law trumps state law. All right. The oath requiring the oath of office for all federal, state, executive, judicial, and legislative offices to be bound by an oath or affirmation to support the Constitution. Very important, because if you violate that, then you've committed treason.
Well, that shouldn't be fair. Treason.
And also,
treason shouldn't be a crime. All right, treason shouldn't be illegal. Why is treason illegal?
Also, Article 6 also states that no religious test shall ever be required for any public office in the United States. I think secretly that's the part he doesn't like.
The what part?
The no religious test for holding office. Because Article 6 says that you shall not be required to have a certain religion to hold office in this country.
Well, you guessed. Let's see if you're right.
It should be encouraged within citizens to listen to their consciences and to follow the dictates of their religion and their faith, rather than follow what some 70-page-old booklet says.
Just listen to the Bible in your heart, Tim. It's even worse than you thought. Just listen to. Everyone should just be able to listen to the Bible in their heart, and they don't have to. I mean, fuck the federal laws, right? I mean, what is this Constitution with this old book? Is this how they? Is this what they teach in history now? Jesus, these fucking iPad kids. These iPad kids or something.
All right. Is this the end or is there more?
There's like 30 seconds.
So I think it's a big problem. And by the way, that's not just a niche argument. It was used in the
a niche argument.
A niche. Founders said that you should, for example, a quote from John Adams: the Constitution is only meant to exist for a moral and just citizenry, which we do not have today. So I think it's a very bad thing.
Says you.
Also, come on, cherry picking John Adams. Let's be serious here. I can cherry pick too. Thomas Jefferson said we should have a revolution every 20 years.
He said Nietzsche, and then he said, "You know what? You're right. You're right, smart kid. Go ahead."
In the Constitution, you might say, okay, what's the alternative? That it's not the highest law of the land? Well, yeah. There should be something like people should follow the dictates of their consciousness. Their conscience.
Huh?
Tim, my conscience says it's fine for me to rob you.
God.
Or my conscience says I don't have to pay you back that money, even though we had a contract.
Yeah.
You know what? I won't deliver the product that you ordered from me. I'll just keep the money because my conscience says you're stupid and thanks for the money.
What? Guys, we shouldn't have a social contract. We should just follow blindly the church, I suppose.
And the thing that bugs me about this is like, did you even think like how one day in this country would go with your theology, with your little made up imaginarium here? How the hell does trade work if there is no enforcement mechanism at all? Anyone can do whatever they want to. Like, are you really trying to hunter-gatherer us
right
at this point? In 2025, you say, you know what we need? Tribes and clans and juntas, military juntas. Bro, it's too late for y'all to be trying to restart and I want to be a settler. No, yeah, dumbass. We already have fucking states. This shit's been here for 200. You're too fucking late for your fucking fantasies about what you would have done as a fucking a wagoneer going out west. Like, shut up. Y'all all drive pickup trucks made in 16 different countries. Like, shut up.
I bet this guy, he's never heard of any of these people, but I bet this guy would be a real fucking like Thomas Hobbes, fucking John Locke, state of nature philosophy kind of guy, where we should just return to the state of nature and we don't need these big governments, and we should all just rely on each other for nothing and just fuck the social contract. It's all about power vacuums and rising up against authority, and then just living on our own with no authority at all.
And the thing is, they think that they would survive that.
Oh, I'm sorry, not John Locke. John Locke is the social contract guy. Rousseau Rousseau is the other state of nature philosopher. But this guy has never heard of any of these people. He doesn't know what a social contract is.
And they think they would survive that
They wouldn't.
world. They would be breakfast. Breakfast. And then guess what? We'd put the same fucking system would go right back up. Like, this is so moronic and self-flagellating. Like, brother, you can't even speak properly. What chances do you think you have in a Wild Wild West dystopia?
If he actually knew what he wanted to talk about and was honest, he would say that I don't believe in social contracts. Right? That's what he's saying here. He wants everyone to live in fiefdoms ruled by, I don't know, probably not the Pope, because he's probably not a Catholic, but maybe like ministers run things instead of local elected officials. Like, he doesn't want to live in representative democracy. He doesn't want to live in any sort of social contract state. He wants to live in a state of nature, probably ruled by a king. That's what he wants. A just king.
A white king.
Right. That's okay. Well, then don't live in America. I don't know what to tell you.
Don't let the door hit you. I mean, because as much as they might fantasize about this kind of shit, where are you going to put us? You're going to fight. You're going to fight all of us. There's a lot of us, and half of yours won't agree with you. So there's that too. So there's that 30%. So 30% versus 70%. I mean, if that's what you think is going to happen, let's say, like, now they have the reins of control. And if there is a strike, what then?
Right.
If there is a countrywide strike, everyone just says, you know what? 2 weeks. Fuck you. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Fuck you. Going to the beach. Going to the park. Playing video games. Not doing shit. Fuck you. What are you going to do? If this country is ruled by consensus of the willing.
Right.
That is the only way that it works. You have to get everybody to agree on fundamental basics. And then you take step after step after that. If you would like to upset that, then everything will grind to a halt. There's only one way to go forward, and it's together. So,
and he mentioned the preamble of the Constitution, but he didn't use the preamble of the Constitution because it's a risky
proposition.
Yeah, the first line is we the people in the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, and provide for common defense and to promote the general welfare. They're like, guys, this is the entire point of the Constitution right here. Common welfare, general defense, a more perfect union. Not his bullshit.
He can't even survive in his own bullshit.
No, he couldn't.
It's got 10 seconds.
Sorry. And I think that would be a much better thing. Sorry if this video was a little bit longer than the other ones. I had a lot to cover.
I think it needs to be longer.
Gone more in depth on.
No, he doesn't.
I think he needs to explain himself a little bit more.
He doesn't know anything, Tim. He doesn't know. He is fucking contradicting himself in the first 3 sentences. He does not have that answer.
So here's the parts that I don't like about the Constitution. Here's the parts that I don't like. Second Amendment, get that the fuck out of here. We don't need it.
Disagree.
We don't need it. The Article 3, which is the Supreme Court, needs to be well defined and not 2 paragraphs or whatever it is. Like, the powers of the Supreme Court need to be defined, and Supreme Court justices shouldn't be lifetime appointments.
20 years is fine.
Yeah.
Further breaking news: the Red Cross and UN aid agencies have confirmed no aid has been allowed into Gaza since the ceasefire was signed.
Who else is not shocked?
They're not. They're going to start attacking them now.
Yeah. Who else is not shocked? And then Trump's going to throw a fit about it and be like, "Bibi, what's going on? Why are you bombing them again?" And he's going to be like, "Whatever."
They said in the first few hours of people heading back up north, they found 95 people in the rubble.
Yeah.
In like the first couple of buildings. This is going to be horrible.
Let's see. Other parts of the Constitution. We need to add some stuff to the Constitution. We need the Equal Rights Amendment. We need what was the other one that we we need the constitutional amendment to have federal election reform and campaign finance reform. In fact, that should just be somewhere in the Constitution. Like, you can't spend more than this long on an election with this amount of money.
Yeah, we need mandated shortening of the elections, the election cycle,
and
season.
And I very much like the government shutdown amendment, where the government doesn't shut down. There's just a snap election.
Right.
That sounds great. We could do some real good with that one.
Call it the guillotine clause.
Yeah, yeah. And term limits for senators and congressmen. Like 2 or 3 of their current term sizes, I think is about right.
Fucking
every citizen will have all the onions they want,
which is 0, because they should not want them if they want to keep their citizenship. No.
The onions. And I would
my dreams.
I would make some major rewrites to Article 1 of the Constitution, which is the presidency is Article 2, and I think Article 1 is Congress. Major rewrites to Article 2. The presidency has too much power. It shouldn't be one person. It should be like a panel of 3 people.
Honestly, I'm up for us going to some sort of parliamentary system at this point.
Yeah, a weak executive is probably best.
Because this unbelievably polarized politic that we dabble in now is a waste of time.
Yeah.
It is literally a waste of time. It is not left and right, red and blue, with the same fucking donors kicking the can down the road and not doing anything. Like, dude, y'all have had 25 years of just literal pageantry. Like, nothing actual has changed for the living conditions for American citizens in 25 years. We haven't gotten a single fucking upgrade in 25 years. Meanwhile, at least $1 trillion has been spent on elections in that same time period.
$1 trillion every 4 years.
You know what I'm saying? Like, every one of those elections, $1 trillion is spent by both parties respectively on other shit. How does that? So the people are funding these campaigns at these rates to inspire change in their lives. Yes. To inspire change in their lives. And they're not even like, we don't even get as much benefit as the campaign is getting.
Right.
Make sense.
I would also have a throw in with the election reform amendment, direct election of all elected officials. Get rid of this fucking electoral college bullshit.
Yeah.
And shorten down the elections to like a couple of months. We don't need these 2-year-long election cycles. That is just psychically draining. Who wants to go through all that? Nobody.
Things getting heavy. There we go.
But yeah, I could do a whole fucking episode about parts of the Constitution I don't like. It'd be a lot longer than 7 minutes.
Look, I just want a theocracy. Is that so bad? I want a theocracy, but I also, but these motherfuckers,
he wants a Christian theocracy state. That's what he wants.
They want a Christo-fascist state, and then they look at the Middle East and they say, "What a bunch of fucking animals! How barbaric!" I'm like, y'all Qaeda is the same shit as Al Qaeda, if you ask me. Same fucking shit. Y'all are literally the same. Y'all are twinning right now. All right, couple of quick things, then we gotta get out of here because my kid is getting anxious.
All right.
Tim, they always told us, well, if the billionaires leave, what are you going to do?
News today, Curtis Yarvin is scared. If you don't know who that is, this guy is the far-right, crazy psycho-fascist who is behind all of the ideology of Peter Thiel, J.D. Vance, and Donald Trump. We all thought Peter Thiel was evil. Peter Thiel gets his ideas from this guy. He has said before that
He's like the dude behind Palantir.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard a lot about him recently.
Mm-hmm.
Slavery was not a bad idea, and he claims that white people inherently have a higher IQ than black people.
Oh, let me go back.
Eugenics.
What? Oh.
He has said before that slavery was not a bad idea.
Believes that.
No. I thought I unpaused it, and then I double checked. I was like, play, bitch.
And he claims that white people inherently have a higher IQ than black people. He thinks the country would have been a lot better off if the British had won the American Revolution. And he thinks the United States should be turned
but they didn't.
into some kind of fascist, hellhole, psycho-techno-theocratic dictatorship. But he recently panicked and said that he has to personally think about how to start fleeing the country. He said the second Trump revolution, like the first, is failing. And it's failing because it deserves to fail. It's failing because it spends all of its time patting itself on the back. And he said this is actually worse because second revolutions are usually more successful than first ones. And it's all because he said he doesn't think Trump has the guts to go all the way to go full fascist. Yarvin thinks we should completely get rid of all judges and the legal system. He says Trump turning ICE into the Gestapo isn't enough, not by a long shot. He wants nothing less than full-on destruction of the United States. He said that the backlash once Trump regime fails is going to be even worse than the backlash in 2020. And he is considering fleeing the country because he thinks that people like himself will quickly end up behind bars.
Oh. Doing anything illegal, maybe? Maybe.
Which is where they should be. So if you want to take a little bit of comfort today, just realize that the people who are behind all of this, while they might be shouting that everybody is an insurrectionist and that free speech sucks, they are actually terrified that their plan is not working, and they know it's not working. And they know.
Like I told y'all, do not flinch. These are nerd pussy boys. They are not tough guys.
Yeah, they're not here for it.
They lied to the tough guys to get votes. I'm gonna give you free everything. Everything's gonna be so cheap. Now the new MAGA TikTok trend is to be like, oh, turns out Trumpy might be giving us some tariff checks. Hey, stupid. Hey, stupid. Come here. Come here, stupid.
I love Tesla.
That's your money.
Such a slick snake.
He took your money. So if I come up to Tim and Tim got $100 in his pocket and I shake him down.
That's my $100.
Then I'm done shaking him down and I give him $5. I'm like, hey, man, get a cab home. But that was all my money.
That was my money.
He can't give you back your stuff. But they still think other countries are paying the tariffs. It's you, dum-dum. You could have 100% refund on your tariffs if they didn't fucking exist. You wouldn't have had to pay anything. And again, how do we know where this tariff money is going? Has the External Revenue Service been approved by Congress? Does it exist?
Nope.
Where is this money? Who's collecting the money? Where is it? Where is it? Why isn't there an Excel spreadsheet? Why can't we see it? Because don't pay them tariffs. Tell them fuck you. Sneak your shit in. Fuck that.
Well, unfortunately,
that shit is not going to the government. That shit is going straight to their fucking golden parachute.
According to Goldman Sachs, we're already paying the tariffs, man. You don't even know. We don't even know what inflation is part tariff at this point.
Right.
And it's going to get worse because there's more tariffs kicking in November 1st.
On the
Well, this will make you smile.
It's MAGA Mike. What does MAGA Mike got to say today?
Republican line, Fort Belvoir, Virginia.
He decided to go on C-SPAN and have callers.
Oh my God, yes.
Samantha, you're on with Speaker Johnson.
Hi, Mr. Johnson. So my question or comments are related to what you said yesterday about not being open to pass any legislation to ensure that military gets paid. I'm sure you can tell by my voice I'm very shaky. Just want you to hear a little bit about my family. I have 2 medically fragile children. I have a husband who actively serves this country. He suffers from PTSD from his 2 tours in Afghanistan. If we see a lapse in pay come the 15th, my children do not get to get the medication that's needed for them to live their life, because we live paycheck to paycheck. I heard you earlier say that you side with President Trump on anything that he says. Well, I just read an article this morning that said he absolutely wholeheartedly believes that there needs to be legislation put in so that we do not miss a paycheck. You have the power to do that. And as a Republican, I'm very disappointed in my party, and I'm very disappointed in you, because you do have the power to call the House back. You did that, or you refused to do that just for a show. I am begging you to pass this legislation. My kids could die. We don't have the credit because of the medical bills that I have to pay regularly. You could stop this, and you could be the one that could say military's getting paid. And I think that it is awful, and the audacity of someone who makes 6 figures a year to do this to military families.
He's still getting paid.
Insane.
All right, Samantha.
Oh yeah, Congress
Samantha,
is
I'm
getting
so sorry
paid.
to hear about your situation. The reason I've been so angry this week, and they've been calling me out on media, Johnson's angry. I am angry because of situations just like yours. I have a big military district, and my district is the home of the Global Strike Command at Barksdale Air Force Base and Fort Polk, the Joint Readiness Training Center. I have one of the biggest military districts and military families in America. I have a lot of airmen and soldiers who are deployed right now, and they have young families at home, and they have children in health situations like yours. This is what keeps me up.
Open your checkbook, Mike.
Everything he's saying is bullshit. And here's why. They took the week off last week. The House was not in session last week. He's the one that makes the schedule. He's the Speaker of the House. He could have called them in at any moment. He decided not to because he wanted the week off.
Well, and also we're not gonna let that lady in there from Arizona.
No, because if
I'm not
God
swearing
forbid
her
you
in.
see a duly elected House member who would be the deciding vote on a discharge petition
to release the Epstein files. So again, to cover up the pedophilia, they're going to starve the troops. You can't keep getting away with bad. You can't, it doesn't last forever.
This lady literally said that if you don't pass legislation saying that military veterans can still get paid even though there's a shutdown, my kids will be affected health-wise. If you don't do that by the 15th, which is tomorrow. But Speaker Johnson can't be fucking bothered. He took the week off, and now he's doing the C-SPAN Washington Journal show so he could take calls. I imagine the rest of the calls he's going to get are hilarious because they're all going to be the same.
Oh, yeah.
At night. I want you to hear something very clearly. The Republicans are the ones delivering for you. We had a vote to pay the troops. It was the continuing resolution 3 weeks ago. Every single Republican but 2 voted to keep the government open so that your paycheck can flow.
And see, that's where this lie that they're not cutting Medicaid, this is where it hurts.
Right.
So it's like, I'm going to let the troops suffer until I can make the rest of you suffer.
Exactly.
So if you don't let me cut everybody, I'm going to cut these people first. Good luck selling that to the people. They are low education, but they are not stupid. And then all these notices just went out from all the healthcare companies because it's open enrollment season. And for everybody that doesn't have health insurance because they have national health insurance, that's the yearly. This is the time you sign up. It's usually around November.
Yeah, I think it's October 15th through November 15th or something like that.
Yeah. So this is when you kind of sign up for a plan. You figure out what kind of coverage you're going to have, how much your deductibles are going to be, co-pays. This is when you figure all that stuff out. So people are getting quotes, and these quotes are not $300-400 a month like before.
It's like $1,000,
$1,200, $1,400 for a month.
I've got
for the exact same level of care. The exact
I've got
same.
a friend of mine who's a performer, and he put out like a Instagram or TikTok reel saying how much he pays in health insurance currently. It was like something like $24,000 a year because he's self-employed, his wife is self-employed, and they have a kid. At 24 right now, before all the nonsense kicks in, through the health insurance market, he pays $24,000 a year because he has to have good health insurance because he's an athlete performer, so he needs good health insurance to keep himself going.
Right.
$24,000 a year before this shit kicks in. It's going to be double
easily for the exact same service.
Yeah, for the exact same service. Maybe he'll have to get worse insurance for more.
Right. Or people are just going to drop it. That's what's going to end up happening. People are just like, well, we'll just have to be safe. Do what we can. And then here comes RFK with his fucking ivermectin ass,
This says your
going to be
your health system is broken.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's right. It should be.
But it's not.
But this, and I was, I have like a weekly chat with the mom so she can FaceTime with the baby. And then we ended up talking politics and stuff like that. And she is so remorseful. She's like, you guys are supposed, like, because I'm the baby, like I'm the last of her kids.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, everything has just turned on y'all. Like every single, like y'all can't go to the parks, like the national parks. You can't do this. The economy is this, the earth is this. And it's just like, it's not fair. And it's like, right. But that's the score. Like we don't get to choose what generation we're born in. We don't get to choose the struggles that your generation gets to face.
Yeah.
And this is just ours. It is fucking beyond ridiculous because it was probably the most avoidable catastrophe. But nevertheless, here we are.
Well,
and last point. And I told her, I was like, just know when the pendulum does swing the other way, it's not swinging left, it's swinging progressive or swinging Democrat, it's swinging progressive. Like we're getting national health care after this. Like after all this Trump fiasco and them putting all these people off there, it's going to be a lot easier to convince deep red America that it is time for national health care. After all these hospitals start closing, after all these people miss all this stuff, like it is going to be an easy case to make to say, we need to prevent this from ever happening again. So unfortunately, this is the growing pain that maybe everyone needs to see, like how valuable and essential health insurance is, or health care is. Health insurance be damned. But we'll see. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, my last point here is he was talking about, he's got, military bases in his district too and all that. And there's a lot of veterans who need their payment too and their health insurance and all that. Well, Mike, you fucking Keebler elf, why are you fucking them over too? They're in your district and they need help. Why did you fucking take the week off then?
I just want to bring them up to kind of make you forget the fact that you're also one of those that I'm fucking over.
You fucked them over too, buddy.
No.
By doing nothing.
Red states will ever go for a nationalized healthcare system, as they will see it as socialism and communism.
Well, it sounds like
they're not going
to, not ours.
And I think some of them will stick to that, but it's easier to give them an off ramp of something that works and that they can just keep using and bitch about. You know what I mean? Like they'll use it and bitch that it shouldn't be there and it should be this and it should be that. But getting it in there, I think, will be easier after this. Because, I mean, like once a couple of these hospitals start shutting down and then there's like, you got to drive 300 miles for an ambulance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit hits different. because they think that, oh, this is just, some Twitter bullshit, some Facebook bullshit, YouTube. This is just online Fox News kind of banter kind of shit. No, when the buildings are gone and there's no more nurses, no more doctors coming there, and they're on their own, that shit hits different.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the easiest way to do this is just pass a law saying that remove the age restriction on Medicare. Then everyone has health insurance with an overhead of 2% instead of paying all these fucking CEOs and executives and account managers for insurance companies. The government overhead is 2% on Medicare, and they have negotiated drug prices.
I mean, you want to fucking, we're going to lower it 500%. Well, why are they allowed to charge that much in the first place? Because they're completely, they have lobbyists and they're completely unfettered. They can do whatever they want. And then as soon as we try to tamp it down, here comes Trumpy to fucking undo the whole thing. And it's like, all right, y'all, how many times are you going to let them keep fucking with your insulin? How many people have to keep getting hurt because they keep fucking with Alzheimer's medicines or any of these very rare tech, some of this rare IP that is very specific for very specific conditions? They can charge you whatever they want. Maybe $25,000 a pill.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Take it or die. Empty your bank account and give it to me. That's what they're saying.
And I know the complaint about the removing the age restriction on Medicare is like, well, we pay Medicare tax. You're going to have to raise the Medicare tax. Yeah, you are. But it's way different than paying $24,000 a year for health insurance.
My taxes ain't going to go up $24,000. I know that.
Exactly.
It's going to be less than $24,000.
You'll have to pay like small copays, I assume, but there's no deductible. You have negotiated prices for pharmaceuticals, and you can just schedule. There's no out of network doctors for Medicare. You can just go to a doctor. You can go to a hospital. You can get care. You don't have to worry about, am I going to be sick? How sick do I have to be before I go to the emergency room? You can just go.
And people would actually go to checkups and be healthier in general, because people don't even do check. They only show up at the doctor like every 3 or 4 years when some emergency happens, as opposed to having regular checkups so that their blood pressure is being monitored and their diet is being addressed and all these things that could be contributing to comorbidities. But instead, you got fucking RFK saying, you might have been circumcised, so that's why you got a fucking high blood pressure. Like, shut up with the fucking snake oil. Fucking snake.
Such a slick snake.
Democrat in the House, except for one, voted to close it. The Democrats are the ones that are preventing you from getting a check. If we did a vote on the floor to pay troops, it's not a lawmaking exercise because Chuck Schumer is going to hold that up in the Senate. He is demonstrating.
I guarantee you wouldn't.
Don't try to fucking throw Chucky under the bus. Chucky, you don't give a fuck.
No fucking way.
Going, you hear me? Chucky said, "Nah, bitch." No, they said they was sending AOC at me. People, that AOC fire under his ass sure got him excited. He pushed his glasses up and everything. Looked at the camera.
See,
shirt.
And this is why we need the constitutional amendment to have a snap election if there's a government shutdown. These guys are fucking playing chicken with the lives of people. With the livelihoods of people.
Right.
Johnson's not going to do a vote for paying the troops because he knows that the Senate will pass it, and he doesn't want to give the Democrats credit for anything.
He also can't call everybody back because he knows those Epstein files are going to come out, and then his boss will be mad at him, and then he won't be speaker anymore.
Exactly.
So if he calls her back, which he has to probably in the next week or so, those Epstein files will come out, and then he will no longer be Speaker of the House. He's got about 3 weeks left.
Yeah.
Before Marjorie Taylor Greene and the rest of the hyenas start circling him, and they're going to call for a vote, and he's going to lose it. Like, the wheels are coming off, y'all. Hold, steady.
By voting now,
Billy says that Farage is advertising $25 a month in the UK. I wish. I would pray to the heavens for $25 a month health insurance.
Yeah. There's no way that 25 a month can cover anything. You'd have to have billions of people on that fucking thing.
Yeah.
For it to actually pay out anything. So what that sounds like is they're offering you health insurance and then they're not going to provide anything. And then you can just use the NHS.
Right.
That sounds like as much as health insurance is a scam already, that seems like a very obvious. Yeah, just give me 25p. Oh my God, 25 pounds. I gotta change a diaper. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll sit here by myself.
Here, if you go to the playlist.
Oh, yeah, go to the playlist.
The very last video is good. I'll remove my thing.
Is that the video I put in?
Is that Graham Plattner?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Cool.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
Oh no. Oh no. Why is this happening this way? There we go. Hey, $2 or £2 from Tim Ballum. Well, I have an air horn. There's a lot of air horns. Faraj said the UK should have the US system. Don't let him do that. Our system is terrible and broken and fucked. So fucked. Like my wife works for a pretty good company and we still pay, I don't know, she gets her health insurance paid for by the company, but for my health insurance it costs a bit, like I don't know, $300 or $400 a month, and that's pretty good. Otherwise it's pretty bad. That's wrong. That's the wrong one. That's Mikey. Remove Mikey. There we go. All right, we'll get this down eventually. I hope I shared the sound.
An oyster farmer, Graham Plattner, is challenging Republican Senator U.S. Marine and Army veteran and oyster farmer Graham Plattner is challenging Republican Senator Susan Collins of Maine for her seat in the 2026 midterms. Graham has hit the ground running since launching his campaign, hosting over 20 town halls across the state, and has attempted to appeal.
Oh, for sure. Bankruptcy if you break a bone, if you have a kid, if you need to go to the hospital for surgery in an emergency way. Like, deductibles are crazy, man. I don't even know what my deductible is. It's a lot. Like, I'm going to the eye doctor this week, and I have to get new glasses because mine are beat up. They're going to cost a couple $300. Like, it's crazy. Like, my lenses will be covered, but not the frames. I don't need expensive lenses, but I do beat up my glasses.
To Trump voters, take a look.
So what's your plan for the illegals that are in this state that get free benefits?
If you listen to what she was saying, no, just hear me out.
No.
If you listen to what she was saying, at its core, she's angry about the exact same things you are. People are propagandized, people are misinformed, but people are not stupid. And we shouldn't treat them as such. People are angry because they know they're being screwed. They might get lied to, they might get taken in. If somebody robs your neighbor's house, you don't go over there and laugh at them afterwards. They've been taken advantage of. And that's what this is.
All right, and Graham Plattner joins us now.
Oh,
Graham
hey, he's
from
there.
Maine. Actually, I know someone who works with Graham, so I've heard a lot about you and your campaign. You've raised money in small donations, and you've had some key endorsements. But now, Governor Janet Mills is jumping in the race. How does that change the game for you?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't actually change too much for us, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, I welcome her into the race.
Voice is so good.
It's good. I mean, I think the governor and I have very different politics, different policies. We'll be running very different campaigns, and that's going to give the people of Maine a very good choice to figure out who they want to represent them. The kind of campaign that we're going to run.
Isn't Susan Collins 100 years old? She's old. She's definitely not the oldest person in the Senate, but she's up there.
On the one that we've been running, as you've just noticed, it's very ground game focused. It's going out and talking to a lot of people, listening to a lot of people, and we're just going to continue doing that.
Graham, good morning. Let's talk about your potential future colleagues in the Senate, were you to be elected. If you were there.
Hey, Mikey, you made it back just in time for paper shuffling with Mika and Joe.
And echoing.
Oh, yeah, the echoing. Do you want to play the thing so it won't echo?
You got to do it on the other way. There. Instead of like stop your screen share. Oops. And then you do screen, and then you have to do the Chrome tab.
Oh, okay. Do the Chrome tab. Okay. I mean, that's what I used to do, but now that we don't have to have the soundboard, I guess it's fine. Because, StreamYard and all that.
Now, the Senate, the U.S. government, of course, is shut down. Would you have supported the effort to shut the government down? And what do you think needs to be done for it to be reopened?
I think that the Republicans need to, frankly, give back the money they've taken out of the ACA and out of Medicare and Medicaid.
Good answer.
Correct framing.
The fight over the extensions, I think, is rather ridiculous. We don't want Americans to lose coverage, and I think that it's good that the Democrats are holding line on it.
So, Graham, stylistically, I was up in Maine actually over the weekend. A lot of people talking about you as a different kind of politician, and they say that in a positive way.
Do you have to watch out for Democrats wearing hoodies, though? That's been a problem in the past.
We only had one problem.
Of the polish or a career in politics behind you. So when you go out to the town halls like the one we saw,
had a stroke and woke up as a
What
Zionist.
are people saying to you? What are their biggest concerns? Because sometimes at the national level or on social media, issues are amplified that voters, the people you're talking to, actually don't care about as much as pocketbook issues and healthcare issues. What are you hearing about on the ground?
Costs, healthcare costs, housing costs, costs of daily commodities.
Hey, pause it real
I've
quick.
gone around the state now.
You know what I think these Yarvin idiots forgot?
What?
People get a notification telling them how much their health insurance is going to be.
Oh, yes. Yes.
They forgot about that because because this was all planned to, take place after the midterms, but they have to warn people, hey, this is going to happen. This is the projected cost. Like they forgot that.
Yeah.
Like if this was going to happen, back in, what was that, July?
Yeah.
Maybe they would have got away with it. But because they only got part of it and they had to bring it back again, now everyone can see what's going to happen to their health insurance. Now now they have to own this. And you can't put it on Democrats now.
It's not like your Netflix subscription where like a few weeks before they raise the price, they send you a little letter saying, hey, it's going to cost you $2 more for Netflix from now on. And you're like, whatever. I guess I'm already paying for it.
I guess I'm fucked either way. Whatever. Yeah. Just keep fucking me.
But yeah, now is like health insurance time. If you're in the market for health insurance, it starts probably tomorrow.
Yep, they're busted.
Yeah, you're gonna get fucked.
You didn't do it quick enough. Oh, you got to be quicker than that.
I remember because when I had the ACA health insurance, it reminded you in like August that October to November is the time. And you should start looking at the market now. And it sent you a thing every couple of weeks saying, hey, you should up your health insurance because your current plan ends November 1st or whatever it is.
Right.
So yeah, if you're on ACA, you're getting notifications saying, hey, it's time to sign up for health insurance. And oh, by the way, it's going to cost you triple.
And they can't hide that.
Nope.
They were expecting this to be done already, but it did. This is why we told y'all to shut it down.
From Portland all the way to Madawaska, from Rumford to Calais. And it is the same story everywhere you go. People cannot afford childcare. People cannot afford health care. The cost of rent and housing itself has gone through the roof if you're lucky enough to own a home or have a good place to rent. And it is...
God damn it, Mika.
It is palpable.
Stop shuffling papers.
For fuck's sake, lady.
God damn
Turn her shit off. If she's not fucking on camera, turn her shit off. She can't fucking handle paper. God damn it.
Some PA out there needs to take those papers away from her.
Give her a tablet.
Yeah,
And
then
a
she
stylus.
can scroll through it.
And then she can just do this. And then she'll be fucking. Not Rumford.
Not Rumford.
I mean, it's like you can feel it in every single room. This is what
Stop
people
shuffling
are concerned
papers.
about, and they're also very.
What
very
is wrong
angry.
with her?
It just sounds like she's like dragging him across the table.
She's driving across the mic.
She's like this with him.
Shh. Stop. No more lapel mics for her.
Yeah, seriously.
They're very angry about the fact that the system has brought them to this point, that we are living in a system that has given them no choices but to struggle daily. And they look at our politics, they look at our politicians, and they see something that doesn't in any way, shape, or form represent them. I will say, if that's something you're also mad about, please go to grahamforsenate.com and
There we
sign
go.
up to donate. But
Well done.
Good boy.
It really is a deep-seated frustration.
Now she's tapping a pen.
I don't understand how fucking on-camera training should come to her naturally. She's been doing it for 55 fucking years. At this point, you gotta stop, lady.
Yeah,
you're out of
seriously.
control. Someone's got to say, someone do something.
Joe's not going to say anything.
And I would say just total disillusionment.
Reinflating his head
And I think the
between
reason why
tapes.
so many people are turning out is that's why I'm in this race, because I'm also, frankly, disillusioned and rather angry about things.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was fucking Joe that was tapping the pen. The fuck.
The two of them, they're probably both losing their hearing, and they just walk around life being the noisiest fucking couple around. Jeez.
So, curious about Susan Collins and Graham Plattner. Can you give us a little more information about you? Why and when? What was the moment that you decided to jump into this race?
Yeah, this was not my idea. I have not lived a life in which I was aspiring to be a United States Senator. I think if anybody looks at my background, that's fairly obvious. But I was asked by some friends in the labor movement and some community groups across Maine to maybe take this on. Frankly, my wife and I were very opposed to it. We don't make a lot of money. We weren't even sure how this would happen. But through them, they kind of offered some early support, and my wife and I had to sit down and decide whether or not we believe in what we believe in, whether or not we think that the kind of life that we've been able to live should be accessible to everybody in our community, and we think it should. And I am running against Susan Collins, of course, but in many ways, this is more of a referendum on the system itself. On establishment politics in this country, one that doesn't represent anybody down here. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat or an independent. Working people in Maine are all getting screwed the exact same way. And I think they're all frankly angry about the exact same thing. And there was just an opportunity for me to say something about that. And I've been thinking about it for a long time. And this was an opportunity to put my ethics and my feelings out in the public and do something about it.
Democratic candidate for U.S. Senate in Maine, Marine and Army combat veteran Graham Plattner. Thank you very much for coming on the show this morning.
If only we could have heard more of your fucking words, but somebody wanted to fucking truffle all the papers she could find. And then here comes Tip Tap McGillicuddy with his fucking annoying ass. Like, y'all should know better at this point.
Yeah, man, you guys have a 4-hour show every weekday, and you can't fucking not shuffle papers near your microphone when someone's trying to talk.
Unreal. Supreme Court rejects Alex Jones's appeal of his $1.4 billion defamation case.
Yeah, he's gonna have to pay that money.
You gonna have to pay. You gonna have to pay. You gonna have to pay.
Court last week also told Ghislaine that she's staying in prison.
And She's so crazy. She's upside. All I see is her feet kicking through the air, and then toys just woo woo. So I don't know what she's doing. Tasmanian devil time, I guess. But she's fine. I'm interested to see, like, because Trump's about to start bragging about this thing with Argentina.
Yeah. He's meeting with the Argentinian president right now. Javier Milei.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's
I
mine.
thought that was mine.
That's mine. Stop touching my things.
He's so yellow.
Well, I did this. Why can't you?
Look how yellow he is. Holy shit.
Yeah. His liver's probably not doing
Holy
great.
shit.
Once again, he does not like being filmed or photographed in artificial light because it makes him look fucking yellow as shit.
Look at this fool right here.
Are they having another cabinet meeting?
Oh my god.
Dude, this guy's had so many fucking cabinet meetings. It's ridiculous.
He looks like a fucking.
I think, Scott, you'd feel.
He looks like a fucking Oompa Loompa.
He is
like,
an Oompa Loompa.
Like, come on, man. And y'all take this motherfucker seriously when this is what he does to his face every morning?
All right, guys, that shit just pisses me off, man. Okay.
What the fuck? Bro, I don't want to hear shit else about Joe Biden. Look at this. Is this shocking?
I love Tesla.
Oh my god. For real, y'all?
Argentina like me. A lot of people like me. I'm even surprised myself. But we had a great week. We had a great weekend. We had a great period of time in the Middle East.
What's the fucking thing in his ear?
I guess Argentina.
Is that a
on the
international community events all over the world? There, in fact, these great allies like Argentina, but I can go into others. Costa.
That's their feed. It's not me. I thought it was like mismatched audio and video. So.
Rica, you know, I don't want to leave anybody out. El Salvador, you know, but I think one of the more promising developments is later this month there'll be an election in Bolivia after 25, 30 years of
Tina would be lost if he wasn't there. And I think he will be there because the people recognize he's done.
Oh my God, it's flipping ear to ear.
Over a real mess. So did I take.
Oh, I hear it too.
Over a mess by,
why is their shit so fucked?
He started it. I'll tell you. Barack Hussein Obama started it. Could you give a
Gotta mention the Hussein.
You were telling me so well yesterday how well we're doing. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, we have now 8 or 9, 10 countries, Argentina being
why is it doing
that have aligned with the United States on issue after issue in international community events all over the world. They're, in fact, these great
I'm
allies
gonna
like
put my shit on mono.
Yeah, it's not great for the brain.
You know, I don't want to leave anybody out. El Salvador, you know, but I think one of the more promising
is they have to remember who they are.
Later this month, there'll be an election in Bolivia after 25,
Very
30 years of anti-American
he's not going to remember he's the president.
hostile government. Both of the candidates running in that election and the runoff election want strong and better relations with the United States and another
I can't find it.
opportunity there. But,
how do I switch to mono?
So I think this is important. This is our hemisphere. It's where we live. And having strong neighbors such as this.
And great progress has been made, really.
And we'll make more. Absolutely.
Over the last 9 months. Really over the last 9 months. Yeah, please.
What the fuck? Oh my God. I can't.
It's not going to mean anything in the end.
Mr. President.
Jesus Christ. Let me.
League has pointed out.
Oh, Hakeem, how did you even get up there? Damn it, Hakeem. ABC7 got it? No.
Here, maybe there's. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Let's see if this is any better.
I mean, that was just both of them. Like between the bad kung fu movie and then the fucking helicopter. And then the helicopter.
Why is the audio so fucky with all of these?
What's going on?
There's a million mics in that room.
I don't understand. All right. Let me read the chat. What y'all talking about? What did Obama do now? He don't know. And I forget. I don't remember who the journalist was, but when he's doing like, you know, that fucking on the on that with the helicopter in the background, like press conferences, little thing where he just like people bark at him and then he barks back like fucking pugs through a fence.
Yeah.
He said something about like the guy was like, so, you know, you're talking about all this immunity stuff. Wouldn't President Obama have immunity from all his stuff while he was a president? Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, they had immunity, I guess, yeah, but not the people around him. Did you hear that, Mag? Let me find that clip.
Here, let's see if this one,
because he Freudianed a little bit there, because he's over there mentioning how the people around Obama are not safe from prosecution, which in turn means the people around him are not free from prosecution.
No, I was referring more to
how's that, Mikey?
Ports, military bases, observation facilities that have been created in Argentina.
Than the swap? More than the swap?
More than the swap.
Okay. He was referring to that. Yeah, behind you, please.
Yes, President, for Argentina, what's the benefits for United States in helping this way Argentina?
Just helping a great philosophy take over a great country. Argentina is one of the countries that
For the love of the game, baby.
For the love of the
we
game.
want to see it succeed. Very simple. I mean, we don't have to do it.
Doing it because we can.
It's not going to make a big difference for our country, but it will in terms of South America. If Argentina does well, you're going to have others following, and a lot of others are following. You have countries.
What was that song from Portal? We do what we must because we can.
I don't know.
Countries in South America that 2 years ago would have never even been thought of to go as democracies or as just countries
The
that want to do
soybean farmers'
fair and
number
balanced
one
trading.
competition.
And now,
Yep.
I mean, you
We're giving
mentioned
them what?
Bolivia, but there are
A shit ton of
numerous
money?
other countries
Yeah.
that are coming our way. And Brazil, as you know, I had a very good conversation with the president. I met him at the United Nations.
For fuck's sake, Israel
before
is
I went up to
breaking the
speak,
ceasefire,
then
and a
I found
reporter
that I
asked
didn't
Trump
have
if
a
Hamas
speech
was
'cause I had
keeping
no
its end of the
teleprompter.
bargain.
They turned off my teleprompter purposely.
I hope. Hold on, pause it
It
real
made
quick.
it impossible.
I hope everyone is now starting. I hope everyone is now starting to understand that you need to seriously question the media, right? Like you have to watch news from multiple sources,
Yeah.
because I feel like a lot of people are just like, man, I can't believe Hamas is acting like this, and it's like, brother, you have to get out of the pierce the bubble. Go to Al Jazeera, go to Deutsche World, go to BBC, go to other countries' news. They will not tell you the truth here. Maybe Democracy Now! And a couple of people on YouTube. But
Yeah.
everyone, like, they are in the tank, dude. They will not tell you the truth about what's going on over there.
But it didn't silence me. I spoke without, and it was a good speech. I mean, it was a good speech. But no, I think of that. You go into the United Nations, I'm speaking in front of 158 leaders and the whole world. And I look at my teleprompter and it's dead. They killed my teleprompter. They wouldn't let the man that operated
Look at
into
his
the booth.
face.
Can you believe that?
But you don't have any specific interest in.
His makeup is also like uneven. Like the left side is not as good as the right side.
They didn't even do the yellow spray paint on his hair.
Also, he's still complaining about his fucking teleprompter not working at the UN. Get over it, bro. Nobody cares.
Your speech sucked anyway.
Yeah, it was stupid. Do you remember when he was president the first time? He got laughed out of the UN because he said dumb shit.
Bollocks.
Leadership. You wouldn't have the dollar as your currency anymore. You wouldn't have a world domination by the dollar if I didn't win this election. And now the domination, like BRICS. I told anybody wants to be in BRICS, that's fine, but we're going to put tariffs on your nation. Everybody dropped out. They're all dropping out of BRICS. BRICS was an attack on the dollar.
Everyone's begging to
And I said,
join
"You wanna
BRICS
play that
right
game?
now.
I'm going to put tariffs on your all of your product."
The dollar's at like a 7-year low.
Like most of Africa wants to be part of BRICS. Most of South America wants to be part of BRICS. And BRICS, for the uninitiated, is the what do you call it? Like a I don't know what you call it, the conflagration, a trade agreement, and it's Brazil, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and other countries are getting together because Russia wants trade, China wants trade, and they are not willing to take the censorship from America, and they're going to we'll do it our own way.
Yeah.
So when we throw tariffs on everybody, we are pushing them directly into the arms of BRICS. When we tariff little nations who can't do nothing on their own and they need us, this is a way out for them. This is somewhere where they can sell their soybeans. This is somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is exactly how they're going to just phase us out of the trade equation forever.
Yeah.
Not just for his presidency. They may not come back.
I did a great job. Some of the letters been quoted. This is Alyssa, who I never thought was very outstanding. I figured she would not make it. And she didn't have a big role here either. And then we had January 6th, and she left after that or before that. But she gave me the most beautiful letters. And then even months after she left, and while we weren't here any longer, she sent another.
A quick note, I can't rewind this or anything, so we're just getting live stream so that's why it's a little studded, because I can't go back or forward.
Letters, glowing letter, beautiful letter. And then
is this
she
from
got
Embassy?
hired by The View.
Yeah.
And they gave her a couple of bucks, and she changed her view very quickly. I never thought she'd make it. Never thought she had what it took in any way. You know what that means. But she's on The View. But it just shows what a fraud The View is, because this woman gave me letters and statements.
The View, come on.
She said I was the greatest.
The government is shut
lifetime.
down.
She's not that old, so I didn't consider it a great compliment.
What the fuck is he doing?
I've had better. Well, recently I've had the greatest president of them all.
He is having looks like a conference with the president of what, Argentina? With his cabinet there, and he's talking about how much he hates people on The View. What the fuck?
This is a serious person, Tim. Don't say otherwise.
His brain is fucking gone.
Scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs.
He's sundowning right now.
The weave.
I like messages, if we can use those terms. And it seems as though they don't have that, because we're talking about a much lesser number. But that's a very tough subject. I want them back. That's what they said. I want them back. Also, they said they were going to disarm. And initially speaking,
don't pause it. Just turn it down. We're going to get
you know, they
desync.
did take out a couple of gangs.
He do you notice how his hair is like fucking stone white now?
That's what I said. They didn't spray paint it yellow.
Mikey, you're right. He looks so much like a fucking Oompa Loompa. And you can tell where like the lines in his face and the makeup didn't happen.
It's the goggles.
Yeah.
Goggles.
It's one of the safest cities in the country. It was one of the worst cities in the country if you go back just a little while ago, right? Now it's safe. You can walk to work. Isn't it nice? But we have...
You have never walked to work.
We want to disarm. And they will disarm.
Yeah. His job and his apartment were in the same building for a long time.
And it'll happen quickly and
the elevator.
perhaps violently. But they will disarm. You understand me?
Yes. You say
because
quickly.
you always, everyone says, oh, well, they won't disarm. They will disarm. And I spoke to Hamas, and I said, you're going to disarm, right? Yes, sir, we're going to disarm. That's
You
what
spoke
they
to
told
all of
me.
Hamas?
They will disarm, or we will disarm them. Got it? Okay.
What is
next.
the deadline you're going to put on that? You say quickly, sir. Sir, you said quickly, but what is the deadline you're going to put on that before you
Oompa
take
Troompa.
Pretty quickly.
Mr.
A
President.
reasonable period of time.
Congratulations on the peace you achieved in the Middle East, first
Thank
of
you
all.
very much.
And my question is regarding Argentina. Does continue...
Are you from Argentina?
I'm from Argentina, yes.
I like the Argentina.
Oh my
I like
God.
them much better than ABC.
Okay, buddy.
Grandpa, focus.
Than ABC fake news. Me too, sir. Yes, go ahead.
Does continued U.S. support for Argentina depend on the results of the upcoming legislative elections and the ability of the government to pass long-lasting reforms through Congress?
Well, I think if they don't do that, we're not going to be around very long. Scott, can you handle that one, please?
We're confident that the president's party will and the coalition will do well in the election, and this aid is predicated on robust policies, and going back to the failed Peronist policies would cause a U.S. rethink.
It's a little bit. It's a great question. It's a little like New York. You know, you're reading in Argentina about New York. We have a problem. We have a communist who's 33 years old, doesn't know a damn thing. Practically, he's never worked a day in his life. And he's
coming from you, that's
right?
rich.
And
Yeah, seriously, bro.
I'm not going to send a lot of money to New York. I don't have to. You know, the money comes all through the White House, and if they're going to be sending us stupid policies.
What?
I mean, communist policies, which is proven for thousands of years doesn't work. You know, we're not
Thousands of years.
We're not going to ruin one of our great cities because we'll make that great. We will clean up the crime in about 30
That's so
days.
bad.
Took 12 days to
filet
do
of fish.
Washington D.C. So New York is bigger, and Chicago.
You got to get it with extra
We've
cheese.
already made a lot of progress despite fighting from the government, but Chicago's doing great. Memphis is doing really great. You know, we have great support there from the political leaders. They said, please come in and clean up crime.
Not
and
Memphis.
we love it. We've in 1 week, Memphis is so good. It's so much better. We'll have it within a month. We'll have that into a safe city again.
Yeah, okay.
And all of these cities, we want to clean them up. We don't like that opposition. But if somebody's going to be a communist mayor of New York, it's a fluke if he gets in. There are
It's
a lot
a
of failed people that he's running against. I mean, we have failed. You have inferior candidates.
Yo, it's a fluke. He is 15 points up from Cuomo after Adams left. It ain't a fluke, bro. The people of New York don't want Eric Adams' corrupt ass in office anymore, and they don't want Cuomo.
No.
Jewish people. So it comes
said he
through
hates Jewish
the
people.
White House. The funding for New York and for every place comes through the White House. And I'm very generous, and I was always very generous with New York, even when
That's Stephen
you had
Miller
opposition
talking.
there. But I
Yeah,
was
that
always
is
very
Stephen
generous.
Miller.
But I wouldn't be generous to a communist, a guy that's going to take the money and throw it out the window, because you're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars. And we're not going to let somebody get into office and squander the taxpayer money from this country. We're not going to let it happen. So it's a little bit like that with, if you take a look, Argentina.
You're literally spending more on
if
ICE than
the
most
president
countries'
doesn't win,
armies.
I know the person that he'd be running against, I believe, probably. We probably have the person. A person is extremely far left and a philosophy that got Argentina into this problem in the first place. So we would not be generous with Argentina if that happened. If he loses, we are not
What
going to
the
be
fuck?
generous with Argentina.
I don't even know what he's talking about. The president, if the president of Argentina loses,
important in the Latin America. What is your plan for Venezuela? But is the terrorism, the narco-terrorism?
Oh, there he is.
in the
There's
President
Malay right
Maduro?
there.
What is your plan
Yeah.
Well,
about it?
Venezuela's done a couple of things very badly. Number one, we get drugs and all of that. But we get something in a way worse because they're a big purveyor of drugs, but we have worse. What they do very well is they send their criminals into the United States, and they send Tren de Aragua, that you know very well. You're from Venezuela, I assume. And they send them in by the thousands, literally. And these are the worst of all. And they emptied their prisons
Remember
into
when
the United States.
1,500 people,
They
4,000
emptied their
people went
mental
over to
institutions into the
what's it
United
called?
States. And because we had a president who's low IQ, he didn't realize what was going on. And the people that are high IQ that surround him, but they happen to be lunatics, radical left, they're highly intelligent, radical left
What the
lunatics.
fuck?
Okay? So in a way, that's worse than having a guy like Biden. But they ran the show.
You don't even
heard
know
about
who he
the,
mad at.
I know, he
Autopen.
didn't even know what he's talking
The
about.
person that really operated the Autopen, but it was really the people that told the person that operated the Autopen what to
you
do.
forgot
Those
about
are
them.
the people that really were president, okay? So we're not going to stand for it in this country. And,
Yes.
and by the way, that Autopen thing is under serious investigation. Just this, I don't think
Trump,
you
you
care.
use
'cause you're
Autopen,
from Argentina.
fuck.
You couldn't care less about that.
Just
but
like the mail-in
I just wanna
voting that he
say,
also uses.
Because I do
Yeah.
the weave, you know, the weave cover a lot of different subjects. But
you mentioned the weave.
the people that are involved in that Autopen
Drink, he
scam,
said it.
because he barely signed anything. I mean, this guy, I don't know how you can be president. He barely signed it. But the only thing we can find for sure
not
is that
obsessed
he
with
signed
signing
Hunter's
shit.
pardon. His pardon. Hunter's pardon. I like that.
He's not. Joe Biden wasn't obsessed with signing 1 million executive orders like you are. You fascist fuck.
Very helpful. And if he doesn't win, we're not going to waste our time because you have somebody whose philosophy has no chance of making Argentina great again.
What's your advice for me?
Steve, go ahead, Steve.
You're not the president of Argentina.
Just to check something, you said Hamas assured you that they would disarm. Was that a direct conversation or through Mr. Witkoff or
through my people?
Okay.
At the highest level.
What's your advice?
And it was meant for
What's your advice for President Milei and Argentina as a political leader?
My advice is to hold strong to his principles because he's right, and he's proving that he was right. He's got one problem. He's
that's
got
why you
people
need
that are
20
giving
billion
him
bucks from us because he's so fucking right.
Bad press.
Bad press costs 20 billion. Huh?
He's got to hold true to his principles because he's going to win. He's going to win. He's doing the right thing. Everybody knows he's doing the right thing, but you have a radical left sick culture that's a very dangerous group of people, and they're trying to
only for
make
criminals.
him look bad. I believe he's going to win out.
And we're doing the right way with
China? Well, you have to be careful with China. Everybody deals with China. They have to deal with us too. We have to be careful with China. Look, I have a great relationship with President Xi, but sometimes it gets testy because China likes to take advantage of people, and they can't take advantage of us. But we have a fair relationship with China, and I think it'll be fine. And if it's not, that's okay too. You have to do and go where the punches are thrown. You got to put up the blocks. We have a lot of punches being thrown, and we've been very successful.
Don't try to do boxing analogies.
I think we're the most successful we've ever been as a country. We have now close. I've been saying 17. We have, I think, close to or maybe even exceeding $18 trillion. Going to be invested in the United States. That's more money than ever invested in any country before. Even countries with much bigger populations like India or like China.
Where? Trump,
nobody's ever had $18 trillion invested in the country.
And they still haven't.
And that's because of November 5th election, because I won. Oh, if she won, you'd be negative. You'd have people getting out of the country. This country would have been we were saying in a major depression. If she won, we would have been 1929. They'd like to see that anyway. That's why they keep the government closed. They have a shutdown based on nonsense. They want to give away 1.5. Think of it. They want to give away $1.5 trillion to people that come into the country illegally.
That's not the right amount of money.
They're closed. But when they hear that they get the greatest health care package in the world and they have no money, but they're living okay in another country.
Listen to Grandpa yelling
at forming caravans and they try and come into our country. But the big problem is they want to give health care.
I love Tesla.
To people that should not get health care. They want to give health care to illegal
Undocumented people are not eligible for Medicaid or Medicare or Social Security.
Look at Gavin
However,
Newsom,
they can pay into
California.
it.
Gives health care to anybody.
They have a tax ID number,
do it
which
for
the
votes. I
Biden
actually think it's
administration
bad
gave them so that they could work so that we don't have to pay for them. They can pay for themselves. They can work and they can pay for themselves while their court case is being settled. We don't pay for anything. That's not true.
How can Argentina can help to the peace process, to the Middle East peace process?
They can help by doing well. If Argentina does
a massive inward investment.
that's helpful because they know if Argentina is successful, that's great because they view us as somebody that helped Argentina and they did well. And the United States maybe will help them, and they're going to do well. So the success of Argentina would be a great feather in the cap of the USA because we're helping them. Right? You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, please, behind you.
He looks like a Harkonnen.
Thank you, Mr.
That
President.
Harkonnen guy.
You said that NATO should consider expelling Spain.
What?
You said that NATO should consider expelling Spain. Would you support that?
What expelling Spain?
NATO consider expelling Spain.
Oh.
He said it 3 times.
I'm very unhappy with Spain.
What did Spain do?
They're the only country that didn't raise up their number to 5%. Every other country in NATO raised up to 5%. And Spain is doing very well off our backs. So I'm not happy with Spain.
What?
Spain gets protection, and they know, look, sort of in the semi-middle of it, so they're going to get protected automatically. Even if you don't want to protect them, you're protecting them because of the way they're located. And I think what Spain did is a very bad thing for NATO. I think it's very unfair to NATO. It wouldn't matter if you said you're not going to protect them because they're pretty much protected. You know, what are you going to do? Go through the other countries and let's go attack Spain, right? So I think what they did is not nice. I think it's very disrespectful to NATO.
Tell Spain has a submarine for you from the Spanish Armada
because of what they did. And I
They'll give it to you for 400 million.
I think unbelievably disrespectful. Spain, the only one out of all the countries in NATO, the only one that said that is Spain, and I think that's. I think they should be punished for that. Yes.
The government shutdown. You have the money to pay the troops on October 15th. Okay. How is
I actually have a man who is a very wealthy person. You'll know that when I tell you this. Who called a donor, a great gentleman, and he said, if there's any money necessary, shortfall, for the paying of the troops, then I will pay it, meaning he will pay it.
Good.
How about that?
Keep it shut then.
We're not going to need it. We're going to take care of our troops, but
keep it
this
shut.
was a position that's being forced upon us by Democrats, and all they have to do is just sign a piece of paper saying we're going to keep it going the way it is. You know, there's nothing. It's not like it shouldn't even
Just
be an
sign a
argument.
piece of
They've
paper.
signed it many times before. I don't want to bore you with the
Just
fact
sign
that
it.
Schumer
It's a
said
pen and
100 times,
paper. You know how to
should
do
never
it.
close up government. But Schumer's a weakened politician. I mean, he's going to finish his career as a failed politician. He's a failed politician.
Oh.
He's
Who else is
allowed the
gonna do that?
radical left to take over the Democrat Party.
And
So
who's
if
the-
they write books about that,
enlisted
if they write
MAGA
books
to
about
the
him,
Republicans.
they're going to have to say that his career ended
A Spanish
by allowing
Inquisition?
the radical left to
Nope.
take over the party.
Spanish
I mean,
Inquisition.
I won an election in a landslide because people are not into the radical left, and the Democrat Party
This is going great.
People didn't want to see men playing in women's sports. They didn't want to see transgender for everybody. They didn't want to see all of the different things that they do that's so crazy. Open borders. I mean, the worst thing that he did to us,
I want
not
to play
inflation,
this
because
game
we
now.
fixed inflation. Prices are way down.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
way
saw
down,
that,
including health insurance.
Yeah.
Gasoline went to 58 just now. Did you see what's going on with gasoline?
58. What does he mean?
I think
No,
a barrel.
$58 a barrel. Nobody can believe it. I'm very
That's
proud
oil,
of it.
you
know why?
dumb
Because
shit.
we're pumping like we've never pumped before. Because if you get the gas
We
price
don't
down,
use
everything else
our
comes down.
gas.
It's very simple.
It's
He
full of
went away
impurities.
from
We
my
use Saudi
policies.
gas.
And you had the greatest inflation. The last administration had the greatest
Yeah.
inflation in the history of our country.
No,
and now, as you
that's
know,
not
groceries are down. It's all down.
But on the
Groceries are
you're
down.
Settling it for a long. Is this going to be a long term?
I just went grocery shopping. Ain't down.
All they have to do
Ask
is
the farmers
just
about the
vote to
groceries.
extend. We don't
Yeah.
need it. We're not saying we want money. We don't. All we need is a right to extend. They want a right to extend, but they want $1.5 trillion so they can give it away
No.
to illegal immigrants.
That's not the right amount of
The
money
people
or
that are
true.
Invading
Yeah,
your
you
cities.
doubled it, and that's not
and
true.
Many of these people, for whatever reason, I mean, I understood this. I called it a long time ago.
Oh, did
These
you?
countries
Just
are
like
run by
9/11.
people I know, friends of mine. Like I know this gentleman. I hope you haven't sent. He probably did too. Why not? They send up their worst people. They send up people that are criminals. They send up people from jails. And at best, the best ones they send up are people that don't work very hard and that are on a social form of welfare. And they're sending those people into the United States. I don't blame
Yo.
them. I'm angry at them, but I don't blame them. But I'm really angry at Biden and Kamala and that group of lunatics for allowing it to happen. Because it's
that's
the
what they
hardest
did.
thing. Now, you know we're sending them out. It's incredible the job that Christie and Tom Homan and the whole group is doing.
Know what happened to that?
Where's
We
our
shouldn't be doing that.
50K?
We're doing a lot of work on getting people out of here. Tren de Aragua has caused tremendous damage, and our soldiers
Where?
are great. You know, our soldiers
Where?
are now based on merit.
Bitch,
They're not
where?
based on woke, because we won the case.
Did they
in the
do enough
Supreme Court,
damage for a
which was
$1
the
trillion
bravest case.
investment?
I have such respect for the Supreme Court because of
In
what they
ICE?
did with merit, because our country was built on merit. Countries
Then why are you
destroyed
where you are?
on
Yeah.
woke.
You have no
You know, I
experience
made
in
a statement
anything.
and I hated to make it because
You're
it
a
sounded
joke.
bad.
Well, we kept
But
you around.
Everything turns to you know what when it goes well. You remember the term. I don't like to use it because you might have some children listening, but it turns bad. And
now you don't curse?
We have the hottest country right now anywhere in the world. That's why he's here. That's why every other country wants to be
Go
here
look at
too.
Vegas.
But we only have
Go
so
look at the
many
Texas
hours in the
State
day
Fair.
and
Go look
days
at
in the
Florida.
week.
Go look at the Northeast.
Get the
Go look at the
hottest
state
country.
parks.
Think of it. We were a dead country a year and a half ago.
And now we're
And now we
zombies.
have the hottest country anywhere in the world. It's pretty good. Did a good job. Okay.
He's a necromancer for a dead state.
Mr. President, would you like to visit Argentina soon? There is an invitation for that.
What does that mean?
Do you like to visit Argentina soon?
I do. I would love
No,
to.
fuck that
I'm just a
place.
little busy.
Yeah, go, stay.
I'd love to go to Argentina. I'd like
And
to
stay
be
there.
like Biden.
Forever. Never
I'd
come
like to
back.
go to the beach. You know, my legs
Don't
are
put
not
that
quite
man
as
on the
thin as
beach.
Do
his.
not put them
My
chemicals
legs
in
are
the
slightly
ocean.
heavier, my arms are slightly larger.
Keep your chemical-laden
My
ass on
body
the
is a
dry
little
land.
larger than
where we
his.
can
I'm not sure it would
contain
be
your filth.
appreciated on the beach, but I'm not going to take a chance. You won't see me in a bathing suit. You won't see in a bathing suit sitting on a beach in Argentina, falling down, not being able to lift a 3-ounce chair, meant for old people to lift it. He couldn't lift it, so we had a problem.
What the fuck is he talking
He spent
about?
too much time on a beach. Somebody told him that he looked good in a bathing suit. And you'd see this guy on the beach all the time. I never quite understood it. Steve, go ahead.
Yo, why is he going after Joe Biden? Joe Biden is currently receiving radiation therapy for cancer. Like, leave the guy alone, man.
Oh, this is what we do. This is who we make
Very
fun
good
of.
relationship. Probably still do. I don't know why he continues with this war. This war has been so bad for him. He's going into 4 years of a war that should have beaten. He should have won that war in 1 week. He's now going to soon be into his 4th year. He's lost 1.5 million soldiers, probably close. Certainly in terms of wounded and no legs and no arms and all the things that
It looks
happen
like the Eye
in
of
horrible
Sauron.
wars. It's a horrible war. That's the biggest thing that's
Limitless
happened since
breathe
World War
in
II in
flame.
terms of death. It's bigger than any of them. I settled 8 of them. The biggest is that in terms of death. Incredible. I think India, Pakistan had great potential. We did a great job of that one. But he's got to really settle this war. And you know, they have long lines waiting for gasoline. In
You know,
Russia
under
right now.
Obama, when he was on the
They have
beach,
long
people
lines
would
who
just
thought that was going to happen.
dock their
And all of a
boats on his
sudden,
enormous
the economy's
penis
gonna
that would be out in the water.
And I'd like to see him do well. I mean, I had a very good relationship with
Big
They
shelter
thought it was
from
a
Putin.
fishing pole.
but he
They
just
would just
doesn't want to
shelter
end
from
that
the
war.
storm in the cove of his
And
penis.
I think it's making him look very bad. He could end it. He could end it quickly. And I have to tell you, I give credit because who would think that Ukraine could have fought Russia for 4 years to essentially a standstill? Now, there has been some early, before they knew what the hell was happening, because it happened quick. Biden
Did not.
Yeah,
never
quick
let
over
that
4
happen.
years.
That's a war that should have never happened.
Quick
but it
since
did.
2014
But
when
it's
he
not
first
making
invaded
Russia look
Crimea.
good, I will tell you that.
Tomahawks in Ukraine?
We'll be talking about Ukraine, yeah. I mean, I have the president coming in on Friday, and I know what he has to say. He wants weapons. He would like to have tomahawks.
Ali.
Everyone else wants them. And we have a lot of tomahawks. Tomahawk is do you need any tomahawks in Argentina?
What the fuck, man?
You need them for your opposition? I
Need him for your
use tomahawks for
opposition.
the opposition. I don't do that. I'm much nicer. The Democrats would use them if they had the chance. They're sick people. Go ahead.
Tomahawk missiles are at this point, 30-year-old
Yes.
strategic missile. They are not new, and and we just use them for bombardment. They're not smart. Like, he's like, we got Tomahawk missiles. Great. So does fucking everybody else.
Paging Dr. Bullshit. Dr. Bullshit, please pick up the white courtesy phone. Thank you.
People are saying Arnold Palmer on the beach was the inspiration for Moby Dick.
It's a whale tail.
Mike, I've had about enough of this. How do you feel?
Existential dread.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, about the videos.
About the videos, yeah.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. Me and Stinky can go eat lunch.
Yeah, I gotta go eat lunch too, and wash off the existential dread.
Hold on. Fermented fruit.
Oh shit.
He's like, holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, I'm back. I'm not back. Oh.
I'm so drunk.
It's fucked up. That's where I'm trying to get to.
That's
squirrel barely hanging on to the bowl. That's where I need to be.
Hilarious.
So thank you everybody for hanging out with us today. Check us out tomorrow for
fucking thing sucks.
For a seat at the dinner table where we will be watching
fucking way.
delicious fermented squirrel food.
Yes.
And other culinary delights.
Ooh, and maybe we'll do a little bit of because a new character drops on Street Fighter tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sea Viper.
We get some ready up content in too.
These things and many more are all at your disposal. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. It's right there at the bottom. It is free for now to subscribe. We will be charging later, so get in while the floor is low.
Also, if you want to volunteer money to us, become a member, and you'll get in on the ground floor.
Do it.
Also, patreon.com/thebinpodcast or twitch.tv/thebinpodcast. Do all that stuff. Like and subscribe.
Push all the buttons. All right, we're going to get out of here. Drink your
me.